was a good family day. I came here for love. How we doing, Carlisle? This was an interesting episode. Let's get into it. If you are new here, hi, my name is Nikki.Star. Hello. I do comedic reviews of some of your favorite reality TV shows. The reality TV show that we are talking about today is Love Island. We are on Family Day. Again, a lot of people do not like the last week of Love Island. I love it because it's finally a week that's stress-free and just fun, and everybody is just having a good time. Except for sincere. Which, if you're an old school Love Island watcher, you know that that's what the show used to be. The way it is now, my God, today, it used to just be all rainbows and unicorns. And then it just, gradually got a little crazy. But that's what the show used to be. I love this week because it's such a chill, fun, happy week for everyone. Disclaimer. I got 2 more disclaimers left, guys. Wow. Look at us. A disclaimer, really young people making poor decisions in front of the world. And a lot of these decisions are being manipulated because it's entertainment. It's a TV show first, guys. Game show second. Dating show last. So give the kids some grace, even if we disagree with their behavior. Give them grace. A lot of us are older. So, you would have wanted grace at that time too. And you got grace because your mistakes weren't filmed for the world to see. So just give the kids grace, have a good time. And if you're not having a good time, turn the TV off. In the words of Kendrick Lamar, turn the TV off. If you're not having a good time, turn it off. This should be entertainment. This should be fun for you. It shouldn't be invoking emotions where you want to stalk the cast and make their lives miserable. Yikes. That's weirdo territory. Toya Star, can you close this? Thank you, my love. That's my disclaimer. Woo! That's my disclaimer, guys. Let's get into it. So Ian Sterling is still hot. He is still hot about Casey making TT do a scavenger hunt where he is the prize. Ian will not let that go. He keeps on mentioning that. He keeps on mentioning that. Also, if you have been watching, Caleb has been doing the rounds, the interview rounds. I will say this. I feel like Caleb has done more interviews than anybody I've seen after they left the villa. Like, he's everywhere chatting. And I was like, you are not this chatty in the villa. But anyway, he did say that he believed that Casey and TT knew each other and they bonded about that. But we just didn't see it on the show. Not like knew each other like that, but they had like crossed paths or something. And I think that makes sense because for me, I just feel like them becoming boyfriend and girlfriend was so quick. I've never seen anybody become boyfriend and girlfriend with somebody they met or closing off with something. Like, I've seen closing off, but becoming boyfriend and girlfriend with somebody they met at Casa. I don't think I've seen that in my Love Island watch history. But knowing that they've had prior history, that would then give me ease or make sense for why they went from closing off to boyfriend, for not even closing off to boyfriend and girlfriend.
To me now.
Yeah, because I'm just they became boyfriend and girlfriend mad quick.
No, she said if in the beginning, that's my man.
Yeah.
And, we
all thought it was odd. We were like, huh?
Yeah. So that makes
sense.
But
they have prior history, so it would make sense. Allegedly, if you listen to Caleb. Trinity and Kata sit down to hash things out and discuss what Kata meant by situationship and what Trinity meant by situationship. And Trinity was just like, well, where I'm from, situationship is just like a relationship with like with all the benefits of a relationship, but not really like respecting each other. So it's just like a free-for-all for the guy, basically. And Kata was just like, but no, that's not what we are. And Trinity was just like, you know what? Cool. I love you. And if that's what it is, that's what it is. Basically, Trinity just said, if you like it, I love it.
Yep.
And that's sometimes what you got to do when your girl is delusional and she's in love with a loser. You just got to let it go. And you just got to be there to support her, because if she's going to get mad at you. See, Kata didn't get mad at Zach, right? Although she knew she wanted to be a girlfriend, She got mad at Trinity because she wasn't a girlfriend.
No, because the Trinity identified.
Trinity, I absolutely identified, but that's what happens. You see how quickly she got mad at the girls? She never got mad at Zach. The whole time he played in her face and disrespected her, she never got mad at her.
Right.
But how quickly she was able to get mad at the girls, that's why you don't get involved with her and that man. Mm-hmm. You gotta let her go through that mess because she will never treat him the way he needs to be treated. But she'll treat you like garbage.
And the thing is, she knows the situation.
She does.
That's why she got
she's embarrassed in front of her friends for saying
There you go.
So, and I feel so sad for Trinity because I feel like at 22, she's probably been here before. Mm-hmm. So she knew how to handle that real quickly. Just be like, oh, girl, I love you. If that's what you want, okay. And just let it go. But that's what you have to do. When your girl is delusional and she's a lover to loser, you just got to let it go. Because if you keep on trying to protect her and telling her the truth, she'll get mad at you. And then she'll go to that man and talk about you to that man.
And he'll tell her.
And that's exactly what happened with Trinity.
And he'll tell her, leave her alone. Because she ain't for us.
Yep.
And then you have to wind up getting back with her when things go crazy. You know what I mean?
I know exactly what you mean. Guys, why do I feel like Karnaya is getting married?
Girl, I felt like I was at the engagement.
They are giving me married couple because first of all, they're getting ready.
Mom,
I'm not even there yet. Why don't you just let me go? Anyway, they're in bed. We haven't even gotten to family day. They're in bed, and Anaya is just like, "Oh, I wore the dress that I wore a dress because you said that you like that dresses. You like dresses because they're easy access." I said, "Well, wait a minute. Hold on. Now we said that Trinity was going to be the only one. That's it. Trinity is the only black girl on TV that's going to hunch. Everybody else, we're breaking that. We're not doing that. No, what Trinity did it. That's it. It'll never happen again." What is going on? Now she's wearing stuff to bed for him, and he just loves it. Well, I'm telling you, that guy, I don't know. I don't want to put it on the kids too soon, but I'm like, who's going to top this? I'm just like, is there anybody better? I don't think so, guys. I've lived longer than y'all. I feel like this is it. I feel like y'all found your person. Y'all need to make it work. Every time that boy sees her, it's like the first time he's ever seen her. Everything she wears is like, she's straight. She's right off the runway. She was just wearing a yellow dress and he was like, whoo. Well, I mean, she looks amazing and everything. But he was like, oh, wow. Like, it's like, yes, this is why I'm telling you, listen to me. Lover boys are the only way. Look how that lover boy treats her. That is the only way. That is how you should be treated, ladies. Lover boys. That's it. Huh?
Do you have a drink?
Yeah, I have a drink. Okay. Thank you, Mama Star. But I'm loving them too. It has not been long, but it just seems like they are just like locked in. And I'm here for it. I really do feel like this relationship can survive outside of the villa. Because Carl is very mature, and I think that's absolutely what Anaya needs. And he makes her. Can you make your shoes any louder? Oh my God! Put on some slippers. He's her piece, and since he's come into the villa, she's just been full of joy, full of peace. Her mind has been stimulated. And that's another thing. The girl is very smart and she's used to dating men that stimulate her mind. And she's probably been starved for that for so long. She finally is like talking to a dude that's like on her level in so many ways. And it's just a blessing for her because that's right where she needs to be. Casting 8 with this one. They are like perfect for each other. It's so crazy how much they work and how they complement each other. Like we have seen Anaya through this process, and as soon as that man walked into the villa, the girl had peace. Child. Whoever casted him, I might need to talk to her. Girl. So the Islanders get a text. Bryce gets a text and he runs into the room. He says it's family day. He doesn't even read the text first. You're supposed to say, I got a text and it's family day. But Bryce was so happy he said it's family day. Everybody goes crazy and everybody starts getting ready because the families are coming into the villa. The first family to come in is Bryce and Trinity's family. When I saw Bryce's grandma, I immediately said, the grandma is the baby. Bryce looks just like his grandmother. OMG. But what I love to see with Bryce and Trinity's family was just, it was a family of women, right? They all walked in together, hand in hand. They met each other. They hugged and complimented each other. They were so excited to see each other. And I was like, oh, this is good. This is good. It's like the matriarchs are liking each other. Okay. Y'all know how I feel about the matriarch. The matriarchs got to work together. And I was just like, this is really good. And they walked in hand, happy to see them. And it was just really, really beautiful. Trinity's mother, right off the bat, was very supportive of her relationship with Bryce. It reminded me of the conversation with Alandria. Alandria needed that piece, and so did Trinity, that, you know, her mom thought that this was a good fit for her. And Trinity was honest with her. She was like, at first, I was a little concerned about the age gap because I've just never dated somebody that much older than me before. But he just really just, you know, rose to the occasion. I felt very safe with him. And the mom was like, I saw that too. She was just like, you left my home, you know, a girl, and I see you now as like this woman. And I thought that was really, really beautiful as well. I will say, when she mentioned the age gap, that's when I was just like, I feel like Love Island needs to raise the age. Like, I'm glad that Trinity and Bryce met each other. I'm just not sure if this relationship is going to go the distance. You know, I'm not sure that a 22-year-old girl is going to want to be with this guy forever. I've seen it in church. I haven't seen it outside of it. So, and none of them give me church kids, so I don't know. So I just feel like you shouldn't have, in my opinion, you shouldn't have 22-year-olds on a dating show with a 30-year-old. It just doesn't. A 25, 30 makes sense. 22 is a little ridiculous. Either you need to cap the age at 25, or, you know, 25 being the oldest, or 25 needs to be the youngest, in my opinion. Because hearing Trinity say that she was concerned about the age gap, I felt that it was probably the same thing with Sean. You know, and then you get older contestants, you're going to get older contestants with kids, right? You're going to get older contestants with responsibilities. And it's just like, for somebody very young, they're not looking for that. And I felt like, although, you know, Sean is a pig, I felt like his Love Island experience was cheated because he was older and he had a kid. And I felt like maybe like an older Love Island would, you know, not take him out of the game for that. So I feel like they really got to work with that age cap, because hearing Trinity say that, I was like, I felt that way too, young lady. But, you know, I'm glad that you were able to get here. But I still just think, you know, he's a little bit too old for her forever. Not for right now. You know what I mean? I'm just like, I just don't know if this is going to be able to go the distance. And but for what it's worth, these two seem to be very happy, and their parents and their family seems to be very, very supportive.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Hi guys, Mama Star here. I think you're right.
Mm-hmm.
Hearing that there's somebody there that's 22 years old and somebody there that's 30, I just feel like, you know, that is a bit much, because she's 22. She's exploring the world. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And he's a little more settled. Mm-hmm. Because he's seen so much, and he's 30, and
but he's a LA 30. That's very different.
That's very different. However, he's still 30,
mm-hmm.
and she's 22, and where he may get frustrated with her because she's, you know, young, she's giddy. Mm-hmm. You know, she wants to do these things, and he may not want to do them because of the age. So I really agree with you about they need to deal with the age, and either they're going to go higher and don't, you know, it got to be 25 to 30 or 22 to, you know, 25 or something like, you know what I mean? You got to keep it in an age group where people are compatible.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if I would have liked that for my daughter.
Well, her mom seems to be very supportive. The family seems to really, really love him. Mm-hmm. And, you know, the mother brought up that, you know, he wasn't the type that she's used to,
right?
But they love him. And
because they were able to see
they're happy for her. Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what
but
I mean?
I get what you're saying, because I feel like off bat they probably would have been like,
right.
But having seen the relationship, I think that actually,
Because he's a 25-year-old 30.
Yeah, he's an LA 30, so LA 30 is not like a 30 in Montana. You know what I mean? Like LA 30, it's kind of 22.
Okay.
It's kind of like a 22. Bryce's grandmother was hilarious.
Okay.
She has watched everything.
Everything.
She was like, "When are you kids gonna get in the hideaway? It's about time. I know you got a lot of pent up." I said, "Grandma." And then when the rest of the cast was like saying hi to them, and kids were just like, "I like your son." She was just like, I like your grandson." And she's like, "I know you like him, but you don't like the turtle tongue, do ya?"
Okay.
And everybody started laughing, but Bryce, because Bryce didn't know. Bryce didn't know that the girls called him turtle tongue. It reminded me of last season when Nick, everybody kept on saying Mama Cisa, and he was like, "What are y'all talking about?" Bryce was like, "Turtle tongue," and girl was just like, "Ow." Poor boy does not
also,
know.
Grandma said it's a threesome. Somebody gets cheated. I said, "Well, all right, Mama, you better let him know."
But I will say, Bryce's family was cool with, and that's what I think it is. That's why I asked if this was like a cultural thing, because Bryce's family was chill with his relationship with Zach, because they were just like, that's how we are. We, we have the humor, and Zach touched Bryce's penis, and it was, it was their thing.
No,
Trinity,
I don't know.
Trinity, are you okay?
I don't know what
girl,
what culture
girl.
they're from, but my culture.
Well, I think that's I think that's the white culture. I think they do that, and the mom's like that's our humor. So,
because grandma said that's okay. Okay, I said grandma is in everything but
the
bingo.
grandma was really, really fun, and she just loved Trinity. She's like, "I can't wait for Trinity to come out and visit us." And Bryce's mom and grandma were really, really happy, and Trinity's mom and sister were very supportive. I will say, seeing Bryce's family and the way they were so happy about Trinity, and the compliments, and saying how much she compliments him, and how good of a partner she is for him, and how much they really, really like her, and they can't wait for her to come visit. That gave me ease, because I was just like, with this being the first Black girl he's ever dated, I wouldn't recommend that for anybody, right? So I'm just like, does he know how to protect her? Does he know how to catch, macro and microaggressions? Maybe not, because he's done a few to her, but their families like it. So but I will say I did get a bit of ease knowing that family, it would appear to be embrace Trinity, and I feel like in their care she would be safe. But you just never know, child. Stay woke. Stay woke. But I did get a little bit of ease with
But in
that.
California,
what?
You get a lot of that.
A lot of what?
Interracial couples.
Yeah, but Mom, just because a place has a lot of interracial couples doesn't mean that everybody interracial dates. Bryce, he's never dated a Black girl in LA, of all places. So this
dated.
He's 30. You never know.
Have he dated?
You never know. So after Brinity, and here's the thing: the way
she's teaching him,
child, the way the families came in, I was just like, is this going to be the elimination? Because right after Bryce and Trinity, it was Carl and Anaya, and I was like, is this the top two?
Yep.
Is this the top two? Who remembers how the family came in? How the families came in for season 7? If you remember how the families entered for season 7, let me know. Who was the first?
They kind of came in all together.
Because I feel like Nick and Alandria, I feel like their families either came second or third. Let me know if you remember. Let your girl know. But anyway, next up was Carl and Anaya's family. Let me tell you, I'm getting chills. Money walked into that villa. Money walked into that villa. I said, they're where they should be. They're where they should be. I hate that her and KC had the tussle, but that was not her destiny. Oh, thank you, Lord, for freeing her. My God, today, when the mothers met, I said, there it is. I keep on telling y'all, those relationships, your relationships are only going to work if the matriarchs are in on it together. Because I don't care what you do. If the matriarchs say no, it ain't happening. The matriarchs met up and said, let's do this. They met up and said, let's go.
Wait a minute. And
let's go.
And Anaya's mother said, go with your heart. Why did you go with your heart?
Thank you.
She said, listen.
Thank you.
Because she had to contain herself for what she really
well, she here's the thing. The mom has been very not vocal, but you can tell that she's been very supportive of her daughter. So the matriarchs meet up. Well, okay, like, hi, how are you? I love your son. I love your daughter. Let's go and get our kids. So they walked in, and the slow-mo was sickening. I said, yes. I loved it, especially Carl's mom. I said, yeah. Yeah, it's giving trust fund. It's giving trust fund. Anyway, so they walk in. Carl looks over. He's like, who's that? And he sees his mom and breaks down. He runs over, jumps in his mom's arms. She's like, Carl.
And I'm saying, what are they doing to them?
Well, it seems like he's the baby. He starts breaking down. She's like, don't cry. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Anaya runs to her mom. She just breaks down. She starts shaking it. She said, Mama, her mom said, it's okay. I'm here. Okay. It's okay. I'm here. So the families sit down together, and the moms just love each other. They love who their children have picked. Carl, he says, so what did y'all think about when she dumped me?
Okay.
And Anaya's mom, first of all, Carl's mom was like, because she did not want him to bring that up. But Anaya's mom was just like, I was just like, no, go get him. Carl's the one. And then Carl's mom is just like, I knew. I'm getting chills. Invite me to the wedding. Oh, where's the wedding? Nantucket. Oh my God, I got to get my stuff in Nantucket. The mom was like, Carl's mom was just like, I knew the minute that I saw her, I said, that young lady could be my daughter-in-law. She's like, I knew it. She didn't even say like, I would like for him for her to date my son. She said, my daughter-in-law.
Yes,
what,
she did.
What did Nick's mom say when she saw Landry? I'm telling you, got to watch the matriarch. She knew. She just said, I knew it was her. I love her. And then she leaned up and looked at Anaya's mom and said, I love your daughter. Okay. I love her for him. And Carl, in his confessional, he was just like, I think my mom is ready for Anaya and I to create some volleyball Olympiad.
Okay.
And his sister was just like, Carl, she's so great. She's so wonderful. And then the family separated, and Anaya was talking to her mom, and she was just like, he's husband material. And mom was like, yes, he is. Yes, he's perfect for you. And the mom was just like, why didn't you just trust your heart? You knew what to do. You knew that he was it. And she was just like, I know, but I have been with Casey for so long, and I just did that, And the mom was like, I understand. And then her mom was just like, since we got that out the way, you need to tell Melanie the truth.
Okay. If you have friends.
She was just like, you need to tell Melanie the truth because you're not telling her the truth about her situation because you want her to stay here with you, and you got to be a good friend and tell her the truth. I said, oh, mama came here to get some work done. And it was to assure her daughter that Carl was the one and to let her know that she wasn't being the best friend that she could be to Melanie. Then we get over to Carl's family, and Carl's mom cannot stop gushing about Anaya. She just loves, she said, this is it, Carl. She said, I love her. That's the one. And then the sister's just like, I love how she compliments you. I love who she makes you to be. Like, they're talking like they're giving speeches at the wedding.
Okay.
I'm just like, oh, this is it. This is it.
We got to get to that wedding.
Oh, Anaya. I'm so happy for that baby. You got your princess. You got your prince. It was just so beautiful to see.
And they gonna win.
I loved it.
Have their money for the stuff.
I loved it. Listen, I don't know if they're going to be number one or they're going to be number two, but whichever one they are, Disney, you got to lock in because we need to get a clip. Disney, let Peacock know. We need to get a clip of your cameraman at the season finale running over to Carl and Anaya and saying, "Hey, Carl and Anaya, what are you gonna do next?" And we need to have them both say, "I'm going to Disney World." And we need to have them on a float. We need to have them on a Disney float, waving to everyone, bringing the princess storyline full circle. Make it happen, Disney. Make it happen. We need to see it. I'm telling you, that's going to do numbers. That's going to do numbers. But that couple, I swooned. I was locked in. I was locked in. And I know I'm not the only woman that was watching that was locked in. And this is what I keep on trying to tell people, especially the new Love Island viewers. This is for the girls. This is for the girls. And whatever dude, this ain't a show for them. So y'all can't see that. This ain't the show for the men, right? So y'all can be voting for the men and rooting for them, whatever you want to do. That's not the outcome of this. The outcome that you want is, if you're a guy, to get with the girl that got the heart of the woman. Because that dude is going to eat. Carl and Bryce, good with Love Island from here on out. Whatever they do, they're going to make money hand over fist. Carl don't care. He's talking about going back to school. He's so rich, he don't care. But I'm just saying, you want to be the guy that the women love. You don't want to be the guy that the guys love. The men don't have no money or power with this show, with brands. Who they going to get Casey and Brandon with? Axe? Like, get out of here, right? You want to win the hearts of the women. Because if you win the hearts of the women, money hand over fist. Keep on thinking your boy gonna have the Nick and Laundry effect. Okay. But I just loved it. I also want to say this. No, I'll wait to the end. Mom, do you have anything else to say about Anaya and Coral?
I just think that they are so dreamy together. They match. I'm glad that they got back together. The show was did a Nick and Alandria and brought him back because America wanted them together, and they probably saw his family's posts and her family's posts, and they're keeping up with everything, and they brought him back. And I love how Carl keep on saying, "She got rid of me. She sent me home."
He said, "What did y'all think about that?"
About her sending me home, and she was so cute and embarrassed. Like, "Oh, Carl!" But
they're like a married couple already. Yeah. It's so weird how they're just like, they just met. It's crazy how these two are just like locked in. And they keep on doing like this hand thing. Even when they're talking to other people, it's just.
Yeah.
I was like, how did this happen? This is insane. I'm telling you, when you find your person, it don't take long.
It don't take long.
It don't take long. My God, today. The kids got me convinced. Next up is TT and KC's family. Their families are beautiful. Just everybody got great face cards. Mama Casey said that his mom wasn't a woman of many words. She was right, because all she said was, "I like how TT has my son's back."
Yeah.
TT's mom, I don't know if she sold on Casey yet, because the sister, TT's sister, kept on saying stuff about Casey, and the mom was just like, "Yeah." So I don't know. I don't know, because I always watch the matriarchs. Yeah. And these matriarchs, I didn't see. Maybe they need more. I don't know. I just didn't. Amen. But who knows? It could be a South Central thing. I don't know. Kenzie and Dylan's family, they meet. I think, guys, look, please let me know how the voting went, how the families entered, because if by the way the families were filmed, that may be it. So it may be the final person, the final couple will probably be Kenzie and Dylan. And Kata and Zach and Melanie and Sincere might be on the bottom. And if anybody has to know, because people were thinking, oh, somebody's going to have to vote for somebody to say. I don't think that that's going to happen, because if they do the dinner thing, which we saw in the clip that they're going to do that, I think they're going to eliminate people by votes. And I think we might get 2 couples going home.
Oh.
And I think it might be Melanie and Sincere.
Yeah.
It needs to happen, though. I wouldn't be mad at it. I love the Bratz pack. I want them in the end. But after Melanie's family, I'm just like, maybe she should leave with them.
But I have something to say about that.
Well, we haven't got to Melanie and Sincere yet.
Okay.
But Kenzie and Dylan's mom. So Dylan tried to bring up that Kenzie, had been exploring and he didn't really trust her. And Dylan's mom was just like, Dylan, like, let it go. I like that she was on Kenzie's side. She was just like, she explored. That's what you're supposed to do. She apologized because your feelings felt some sort of way and she's trying to move forward with you. Like, let it go. I'm glad that she said that to him, because he was doing a bit too much.
Yeah.
Then Kenzie gets a message from her dad. And
the father tried to throw a
it was a really heartfelt message. The message reminded me of the note that Nick wrote, Nick's dad wrote him.
To Nick.
Yeah, about how he was happy for him and Alandria, and you should trust that connection, because that's how me and your mom met. And her Kenzie's dad was saying pretty much the same thing. Me and your mom, we met like that. Like, our love was a friendship at first, and you should really trust that. And when Kenzie got that message from her dad, I was just like, I don't think she's getting eliminated. That was such a beautiful moment. I'm just like, to do all of that and then eliminate her, I don't know. Because at this point, guys, they already know. So they're 2 days ahead of us. So they already know who's going home. They don't know who's winning, because we find out live together, but or at least like on the same day. But I don't think Kenzie and Dylan are being eliminated. It might be Zach and Kata or Melanie and Sincere. I think it's going to come down to those two. And I feel like if it comes down to Zach and Kata and Melanie and Sincere are going to be eliminated. It's for good reason. It's for good reason. Then Zach and Kata, I don't know why Bryce said that Charlie has aggressive features. Bryce, why would you say that? That was so, he was like, he has an aggressive face. He was just like, he has such a soft feature. So, I feel like I can see his soul, but Charlie is so aggressive. The features and face is so aggressive. Why would he say that? But see, here's the thing. Again, everybody gets so comfortable with the cameras, they don't know if they're being filmed. And Bryce was gossiping with Trinity, because that's the basis of their relationship.
Yeah. Gossip. A lot of gossip.
That's their relationship. Kata's mom. Oh, this is so embarrassing. So Kata was telling her mom that she was in a situationship, and her mom was just like, so what does that mean? Is it boyfriend and girlfriend? And Kata was just like, oh no, it's not boyfriend and girlfriend. So the mom was just like, so then what did if it's not boyfriend and girlfriend, wouldn't it? She was real confused about it. Kata's sister was just like, I'm not sold on him. I was real iffy about the guy, because the way that he would joke with you, say that he loved you and then take it back as a joke, I didn't really like that. And I felt like Kata's sister held back. And I feel like when the show is over, she's going to tell her sister more, but she was being filmed. So she said just enough to get Kata thinking. She said just enough. Charlie and his sister, Charlie and Charlotta, they were trying to give Zach advice, right? I think just trying to really give him a good edit, but it's just too late. He's not touching that money. But they were just really telling her, oh, you got to get out here. You got to go to New Hampshire and really see her. And Charlotta was telling Zach that that he really loves Kata. That's why he keeps on saying it. And she kept on saying, no, you really love her. You really love her. That's what you say, though, because you really love her. And he was like, I don't. No, I don't. I like her. I don't love, like, I'm like, they were trying to help him, but he just his just attitude is just nasty. The sister was trying to help him be like, oh, you're saying that you love her because you really do. You're just not comfortable saying it yet. He was like, no, I don't. I like her. I don't love her. Girl.
So he seemed like
wait for your brother at the airport.
He seemed like he's going to go back across the pond.
Yeah, he's going to go.
Do a little phone to his tizzle out.
Yeah,
I'm sick of him anyway. She needs somebody.
Kate is going to be on one at the reunion. So we're here, Mama Star, Melanie and Sincere. I have never in my life seen a family day like this. This was very stressful.
It was heartbreaking.
I was like, I have never in my life seen a family day like this. And I also, and not just with Melanie and Sincere, I had never seen a family day where everybody doesn't interact with each other. Like normally the family days are like a party and everybody's like, hey, these are my friends. Everything was so secluded. And that just let me know that everything was going to be real tense with these families. Because there were sometimes people were meeting with their families and there was nobody in the villa. Like Casey and TT, nobody was there. Nobody was there with the families. Like it was a weird energy for family day. I was waiting for everybody to meet each other, to say hi. And it was not that. It was a very secluded family day. Melanie and Sincere. So their families come and they all meet and they sit down together. And all of a sudden, they're meeting and it's really, hi, how are you? Let's walk in and, and Melanie's sister goes, I can't wait to talk to Beloved.
Okay.
And Sincere was like, oh, because she watched everything. And she was just like, I didn't like how he treated my sister. I really did.
Yeah, because he called so Beloved.
Yeah. And she was just like, I didn't like how he treated her. I didn't think that it was fair. She was like, this is my baby sister. And we watched her cry. I did not like any of it. It didn't make any of us feel good. It was heartbreaking to see him do that to her and her cry and us not be able to protect. She just started going on and Melanie was shrinking in her chair.
Yes, she was.
Because we were thinking that when this conversation happened, it wasn't going to be in front of Sincere and his family, but the sister did not care. Philly.
Okay.
She did not care. She said, I did not like how he treated her. And then Sincere's dad was just like, I agree. I didn't like it. I did not like it. I did not like what I was seeing because I didn't want people to think that that's how I raised him to be. Like it wasn't good. Like we were all very, very disappointed in what he did because she's a great girl and he should have never done that to her. That's not how I raised him to be. That's not how I told him to treat people. So I was very disappointed watching him. And his sister was just like, yeah, so was I. She would not let up. And Sincere was just taking it. Because what was he going to do? What was he going to do?
He kind of knew.
Yeah, he knew.
He kind of knew. He was very
I
nervous.
think he wanted his mother to come because the mother would have protected him.
Yeah.
But Dad was there. And Dad was just like, I'm embarrassed.
And Dad said, I wasn't going to come.
Yeah.
I said, oh my God.
He said, I wasn't going to fly, I think like 17,000 miles. He said, I wasn't going to do that to come here and see you after what I watched you do on TV.
But the mother don't like to get on a plane.
Yeah, the mom doesn't like to travel.
Yeah. She don't like to get on planes.
Yeah, so somebody had to come represent the family. So it was Sincere's father and his little brother. And the dad was just like, I didn't like it. First of all, Melanie's sister wouldn't let up. But Sincere's dad would not let up.
And Sincere was trying to like laugh a little bit, and his dad was disappointed.
Honestly, the dad was embarrassed.
Yeah.
The dad was embarrassed. You think you're doing a watch party, you getting everything together to watch your son on TV, and this is how he shows up?
You bring people together, they coming up. Yes,
the dad was embarrassed, and he kept on agreeing with Melanie's sister. And I also think that he's doing that because Sincere's family wants Melanie for the family. They like her. They want. Hold on. They like her.
I'm getting ready to break it down.
They like her, and they want Melanie for Sincere. Like the family has said that this is it. This is the girl for him, and they don't want him to mess it up. So as Melanie's sister was dragging Sincere, the dad was agreeing with her, and then he would tag team and start dragging Sincere, because I felt like the father also wanted to show Melanie's family that they will be supportive and keeping this, keeping their son in line. Like, they just wanted to be like, yo, we don't agree. The dad was like, just wanted to show them, I don't agree with this. I really like her. I think she's a great girl, especially for my son. So I want to, show you guys as well that we are good stock. But this isn't my son. This isn't who I raised. And the dad just kept on complimenting Melanie. He was like, I understand how you guys feel. I get it. She is so great. She's so lovely. I don't know why my son would do that. And he looked at Sincere. He was like, why would you do that to her? She's so great. She's a wonderful one. He just would not stop complimenting Melanie. Oh, the whole time the dad was on that, Melanie's sister was like, didn't budge, wasn't phased. So then Melanie and her family, they go to say less. And as soon as they get there, the sister starts breaking down and says, he's not good for you. I don't like how he treats you. He is not right for you. She said, when you cried and ran up them steps and your big sister could not get you, she said, it broke me. And it broke me that he did that to you. And he keeps on doing that to you. And she was like, a guy that really loves you and wants you would not do that to you. And then her mother spoke. And that's the mouthpiece, the sister the mouthpiece. But then her mother spoke. And her mother just basically told her to protect. She said, protect your heart. Your heart is sacred. Your heart is sacred. She said, why would you give a man another chance when there are so many men waiting for their first? Her mother freed me. I said, I know that's right. Great advice, mama. She said, why would you give a man so many chances to harm you? Like, why would you keep on giving him all these chances? Well, there are so many men waiting for their first chance to meet you.
You better tell them what they doing for me,
She said, absolutely not. And so then we get Sincere's father. His father's still berating him. And he's just like, I was disappointed, son. Like, that's not who you are. And Sincere kept on trying to explain. He said, no, that wasn't okay. That wasn't right. That Melanie is a great girl. We love her. Why would you do that? Wow. Why would you do that to me? Like, you're up here representing the family. Mm-hmm. And why would you embarrass us like that? And his dad would not let up. You could tell that he was disappointed. And then when it was time for them to leave, Sincere tells Melanie's mom, oh, I'll take care of her, I promise. And the mother looked back. She looked back and she said, you better. And then the dad was just like, I promise he will. He will. Like, they know who Melanie is. Mm-hmm. That family knows who Melanie is, and they are not going to let Sincere screw this up. But I'm just like, I don't know. Sincere is a mess in this villa. When he gets out of that villa, all them girls that are going to be in his DMs, they don't care. All the Amoras that are going to be in his DMs, he has no reason to do better.
But he can't do. If his father hadn't disapproved of him, I would kind of like go with that.
Speak your piece, Mama Star.
But because his father on national TV, then I could tell when somebody is just buffing. But his father's like, he came in there with a couple teeth missing. He said, let me tell you one thing, son. No. One thing about Latino people, they are proud people. They are family-oriented people. Mm-hmm. And, my son that went on TV, like, this is not something they do every day.
Yeah.
Be able to go on TV and this and that and that and this. Mm-hmm. So he probably got everybody over
watching. The whole family watching. And Sincere is embarrassing everybody.
There you go. And he said, listen, this ain't funny. I ain't come all this like, because I wasn't going to come. His father let him know. His father gave him a tongue lashing. And he probably would have slapped him if he wasn't on TV. Mm-hmm. However, if Sincere leave out of that village with Melanie and say he with Melanie, he not touching them girls in that.
So you think Sincere going to be faithful?
Definitely. Definitely.
Even with all the fame and popularity he about to get?
Fame and popularity. If he say he's with Melanie. If he say we're not together, that's a whole nother story. But if he come out this villa and tell those people that they are a couple, he not doing it. He's not doing it. He's not going to do it. And let me tell you a little something to give you a little history about what y'all seen on here. Because I'm going to tell y'all what y'all see. Y'all don't even know what y'all was looking at. Okay. Melanie's sister did all that talking to her baby sister. Well, before I get started, I want to say this. Now, they done bought Mama 17,000 miles and on it. They could have fixed her weave.
Mom, leave her mother alone.
They could have gave her a wig or something. You can see her whole tracks.
We're not going to talk about that.
No, I love Mama because I'm a mother.
Look great.
And y'all need to make sure I'm looking good.
But you don't know people's situation.
Let me tell you one thing. If you become 17,000 miles, the family done got together. I know.
Well, there's no glam on Love Island.
I know Latinos. And if they said Mama, because they did her hair.
Move on to your next point.
Her hair.
Mama.
Anyway, I love Mama. Okay, the sister said what she said. And the mother said what she said. And let me tell you one thing. When the mother said what she said, knocked me over with a feather. It really, really did, because she was telling her daughter from experience, from family values, and from what they believe in as a culture. However, because I've been seeing these couples too many times. I worked next to one, and I couldn't believe it. Melanie heard everything she said, and she dropped a tear here and a tear there, and one more for the road. But she going back to Sincere, like she did. And like she told Sincere, you better make it right, and you better go back to my mother and make my mother. When she go back, all that they said, she went back to that man because she is not done with him. She is in love. Not like, she is in love with Sincere. She done went through all of that in what? How long they been on there? A month or so? She done went through a whole 10 years of relationship in a couple weeks on Love Island.
All right.
She is going back. I seen this happen. I work with a girl. Her sister,
but he don't feel the same way.
So her sister beat her up about this dude.
He's not changing.
He beat her up. Her mother whooped her several times. She with the man. The man wound up taking care of their family. They all like this. They two peas in the pot. They all family. They get over it. They're Latinos. They're going to get over it, and we're going to see Melanie and Sincere and Lil Sincere.
Oh God, Sister Rita, no! Okay. Melanie, don't do it, please.
That's her culture. Oh. Look at Cardi. Look at Cardi. Look at how much she went through before she.
But here's the thing: I don't know, because the families have to be involved, and this is the only family that did not get a picture did not get a picture in the photo booth because they was not. They don't. I don't know. What Melanie's mother said to her.
Listen,
I think it worked.
No, she said that, and when they left, she went on a.
I think Melanie just wants to stay on the show.
Okay.
It's a couple more days. She don't want to leave now.
Okay. No.
Anyway,
they get out of there, talk to me. Talk to me nice too.
Okay. Anyway, the families.
She said, "You gotta prove it to my mother." That's what she told him. That's the only hard thing that she said, and he's going to prove it to her mother and his father. Watch it.
Okay. So after the family leaves, Anaya sits down with Melanie, and she apologizes to her.
I love it.
And Anaya apologizes to Melanie because she was just like, I talked to my mom, and she, let me know that I wasn't being a really good friend to you because I wasn't telling you.
This Star family is crazy.
Because she says I wasn't being a good friend to you by, not telling you the truth about Sincere. Here's the thing with Sincere, with the rest of the girls. Sincere is a charmer. He will charm you out of anything. He'll charm you out of your coin. He'll charm you out of your panties. He'll charm you out of your belief in your sight. He is a charmer. So they like Sincere as a person. Caleb says Sincere was his best friend in the villa. He is a charmer. So he worked all of them. So they're all enamored by him. Even though they see how he treats Melanie, they're still like, oh, he's a good guy. I really, really like him. But Anaya's just like, he's not doing you well. And this is not a good relationship for you. And Melanie was just like, well, I wish I would have told me this a while ago because now I'm locked in with the two. And I get her. And then Anaya was just like, well, we really do like Sincere, but we just think that you should do better. And Melanie was just like, listen, I'm locked in. Y'all should have told me this. She said, y'all should have told me this before. Bingo. I like the guy now.
Bingo.
But here's the thing.
She's saying it's too late for this conversation.
But here's the thing. It would have been too late. It would have been too early. Melanie likes Sincere. So
Bingo.
It's like, there's not much you can say over how she really feels about the guy. And she hasn't even slept with him. So what happens when she goes back and sleep with the dude? My God, today our girl's in danger. So after Anaya apologizes, Anaya and Trinity then goes to have their own conversation, and they're both like, we should have told her, but they like Sincere as well. They're charmed by him as well. They're just like, he's a good guy. And I'm like, he's too powerful. He's too powerful. Then after this, Melanie sits down with Sincere, and she basically tried to do some tough love with him. But it all boils down to Melanie ain't going nowhere.
Bingo.
She tells him, my mom didn't like, my sisters and my mother didn't like everything that you did, but I'm my own person. And I want to see, what happens with the relationship when we leave out of here, Sincere.
Okay.
But you gotta make it right with my mom. And if you mess up, I'm out. I'm out, Sincere. You're not out, Melanie. Okay. You're not. And it's just like, girl, you are setting yourself up for a whirlwind of just nonsense with this dude. And I just feel so sorry for our girl. But she likes him. She's locked in, and she's like, she's only given him one time.
Okay.
Or 1 million, Melanie. I told y'all these Latinos is going to do this to us this season. They have taken us on a roller coaster. I want off the Latino love story roller coaster. This is too much. I really thought it was going to be a little telenovela, but this has been too much of an emotional roller coaster for me. I'm on an emotional roller coaster of Melanie and Sincere, and I want to get off. It's too much. It is too much for me. Tomorrow we get to see the results of our votes, your votes. At the same way we saw last season with the cast, and that's how we got Iris and Pepe. I think that Kenzie and Dylan are going to be the Iris and Pepe of this season. I think Zach and Kata or Melanie and Sincere are going to be on the chopping block, and I think that Melanie and Sincere are going to end up being voted out. And then the season finale, we'll vote on Karnaya, Brennedy, Casey and TT, and Kenzie and Dylan, and maybe Kate and Zach. We'll see. I don't see them sending home two couples. Or did they do that last season? Let me know. Who do you guys think is in the top 4, and who do you guys think is going home? I think we all know that Brennedy is the winner. Karnaya could be an upset, but I think it's going to be Brennedy. But who do you think is going to get eliminated tomorrow? That's all I have to say. Final thoughts, Mama Star? Mom, please stop touching that because you be blocking people.
I'm not blocking nobody.
So just put the phone down.
No, I'm sending Janelle.
See, that's the problem. You be talking to Janelle and you be accidentally blocking people.
Janelle is my girl. Anyway, my final thoughts are: I see in the comments that who is it? Amara. You don't believe it, but I'm telling you, I'm not. Listen, I don't want Sincere for my daggone daughter. But I'm telling you what the girl said. She told y'all. She said, y'all should have told me this early on.
Sure
y'all didn't tell me this. I like him. I'm going to try it out. Bingo. So, I mean, you don't have to like what I'm saying, but she told you. Mm-hmm. She said, my own person, everything that her sister said, she even dropped a couple tears. Okay, mommy. But she hugged up with him and said, okay, and gave him his
you gotta make it right with my mom's sister, because if you don't make it right with my mom, we're done. Like, I can't. You're not going nowhere, Melanie.
Bingo. Bingo.
He's
So
not going to make it right with your
say-
mom.
I'm not saying that it's a right relationship. I'm not saying that that's good. I'm telling y'all what's going to go down. She's not leaving her sincere. She done put in all that work and went through all that heartbreak and crying and everything on national television. You think she's going to let Amora or somebody else get him? Heck, no.
I do not want her fighting people in the streets
definitely.
of Philly over Sincere.
Definitely. That's how it go down. But she a little older.
Don't worry, I got boots on the ground journalists. And I'll get Philly News to report. To report back. My God, today, Lord, no more Philly representation for a minute. We've had enough. I'm going to get into my super chats and then I'll get into the comments. Hey, Jess Jonda, thank you for the super chat. Jess Jonda said, Mom dropped bars. She sure did. Why are you giving him a second chance when there are so many waiting for their first? Period. Mic drop. Absolutely. And dare I say, this is Kenzie's words of affirmation. This is how she lives. That's the only thing them girls need to take away from Kenzie. Kenzie is just like their efficiency. Okay. I'm not going to cry over this one. I'm going to keep it pushing. But her mom absolutely did drop bars, Just Jonda. Thank you so much for the super chat. Obviously, me is here. But especially my mom has been like, where is obviously me? Obviously me, what's up? Obviously me said Superman, Carl and Anaya fitting to pop out some little Naomi Osaka's watch. She gonna lock in with that crazy rich Asian family trust. Can I tell you, I can absolutely see that.
Where is obviously
Mom, they're here. We have been looking for you. But yeah, I think so too. I think Carl and Anaya have so much longevity outside of this villa. We'll absolutely be seeing their kids at Wimbledon. And I'll be like, I remember when. I love that couple. There's so much prosperity on them and in their future. I'm just, Love Island did it again. Yeah, listen, let me tell you something. The Black girls, when you come on Love Island, there's going to be a man, especially dark-skinned Black girls. There's going to be a man on there that you can't see is the one for you yet. You're going to go through hell to get to him. But when you finally get to that man, you will never shed another tear. My God, today we have seen these sisters go through hell. And when they find that prince, peace and joy abounds. I'm gonna give it to Love Island.
I'm gonna tell you something.
I'm gonna give it to Love Island.
I'm gonna tell the Star family something. I'm gonna give this to y'all for free.
Give it to us for free.
What's gonna happen is,
come on, what's gonna happen?
Them dudes gonna be in Melanie's DM.
Mm-hmm.
And Sincere is gonna get a run for his money. Cause it's dudes out there that saying, yo, homeboy treating her like this. Like Mom said, there's dudes waiting for one chance. And they sit here and watch this. Orlandria went through the same thing. They was all in her, the football players, the basketball players. They was in her DMs.
Melanie's a star.
And Melanie is going to have DMs. And Sincere. See, the tables always turn. I don't care.
Well, remember, the tables turned in the beginning of the villa. Because remember, Melanie was a hot commodity.
Okay.
And Sincere was just like, I don't like when you treat me like that. And then he just became a menace.
Yeah. But the tables always turn. Because
he said, I don't like, because I feel like our relationship is just tit for tat. Get ready, Sincere.
Okay. Because when she comes, she gonna like that attention.
Yes.
Oh, she crying. She cried. But when the tables turn, that's all I got to say.
I will say this. I'm not going to subscribe to their YouTube channel because I can't. I'm going to check in every now and then.
Yeah, because
their couples channel.
Because you had me on watching that couple from Love After Lockup.
Who got it? Oh, my.
She had a boyfriend or something in there, or a brother or something. He hooked her up. And
stop telling my business.
What was his name?
My Love After Lockup reviews is coming back. Just wait.
What was his name?
I don't know. We're moving on. Hey, Duffel. Duffel said, I love Ian, but let's give his job to Grandma Ann.
Okay.
She was hilarious. Why aren't you kids in the hideaway?
Right. She said it's time to get in the highway.
She was adorable. I will give her that. She was so much fun. And just to see that, Bryce was raised in a household with just fun-loving women, that also gave me ease for little Miss Trinity. I'm just like, he's a good guy.
But they come from the same kind of household. So they understand each other's life.
He's a good guy. Thank you so much, Duffel, for the super chat. We got another super chat from It's Nas B. What's up? It's Nas B said, love that we started with the fams of our top two couples.
Yeah.
They were two of the only fams who entered the house holding hands. The order, top two, filler two, then weakest two. Yeah. I think that's how it's going to go tomorrow, guys.
What?
I think that's how the elimination is going to go. I think that's how it's going to go tomorrow. I think they're going to save Zach and Kata just because Melanie and Sincere are a mess. But you just never know. Because Sincere, apparently, he wooed everybody. I could not believe that Caleb said that Sincere was his best friend in there. I said, Sincere? What? Since when? So I don't know. It's a toss-up. It is a toss-up. It's Nas B. Thank you for the super chat. It's Nas B said, Melanie's sister cleared. I felt her love and pain. She knows Mel is so far gone. Her mom's words felt prophetic. Why give someone a second chance when there are so many others waiting for a first word? Listen, if the mother didn't help Melanie, she helped a lot of us. Yes, Mama. Thank you, Nas B, for the super chat.
That's a t-shirt.
Put it on a t-shirt. It's Nas B. Thank you for another super chat. It's Nas B said, I wonder if Mella's too stubborn to leave. She doesn't want others that Sincere has explored to feel like they won. That could be it. She's young. And also she might feel or fear he'll move on quick and she's afraid of confirming that. Probably, but she can't stay in that chaos. She can't. And I feel like the sister is also crying because she kind of knows, which she watched her sister go through it on TV. She probably feels like she's going to watch her sister go through it right before her eyes.
No, the sister probably went through something like that, and that's probably why she's
true.
Against it.
But also, Sincere is literally down the street. Those two gonna turn my city upside down. Oh my God, today. Thank you, it's Nasby for the super chat. Just Jonda, thank you for another super chat. Just Jonda said, the over 80 ladies are freaky. Trust me, they are great customers for me. My grand had awesome tea for the Daily Senior Center. They gets down. She was so fun, but I could definitely see her in the villages. Art World, thank you so much for the super chat. It's your birthday.
Yeah.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday.
Art World, thank you so much for being here and being part of the Star family. We're so blessed because of you.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us, and thank you for super chatting me on your birthday.
And spending your birthday with us.
Thank you, Art
In
World.
the villa.
In the villa. Let me get to some of you guys' comments.
Art World, make sure we have your information in the email chat so we can.
And obviously, me need to send her send that to obviously me.
Yes, guys, make sure you sign up for the email list because it's going to turn into a newsletter so you can keep up with me and find out what we're doing and reviewing. I know Big Brother comes on tonight. I'm going to watch it and then I'll review it tomorrow. But after this show or during this show, I'll be starting Big Brother. Married at First Sight is coming up. Love is Blind. Sheesh. There's another show you guys told me about. I have not been reviewing 90 Day Fiance. Been watching. Those reviews will come back. Housewives, of course. I'm not doing Orange County. Y'all knew when I said they got Vicky back on. I'm done. But yeah, I think that's pretty much it. What I'll be. Oh, and UK. So look out for those. Some will start this week and the rest will start next week. Divine Trivia, what's up? Said Kata's family called out Zach's jokes. They don't like him. They don't. And I think that they were being very polite. I think they were being very polite, but I think that when she gets home, they're going to tell her the truth. All Day Finesse, what's up? All Day Finesse says, I have a funny suspicion Melanie's family won't let her interact with Sin City. In the real world, her male cousins and tios might get called. Here's the thing. They're going to have to let her do it, right? Because if they try to stop her, she'll get mad at them, and it'll bring her closer to Sincere. So they just got to let it play out. They got to let it play out and just pray a baby does not become involved in this mess. Sade said Melanie's mom dropped a lot of gems to her and she still refuses to listen. That's the thing. I thought if the big sister wasn't getting through, the mom would. But, Melanie's the baby, and, the baby, they'll give you a headache. They will give you a headache. Oh, true. Kimberly said, remember how Chris's family was about Huda? They didn't tell him the truth. Nope. Because, listen, if the people are aware that they're on TV, I feel like Sincere's dad knew that he had to say something so he can let the world know this isn't the son I raised. We don't agree with this. But I think if Sincere hadn't been that messy, I don't think he would have said anything. SEO said yes, but I see it as a lack of integrity when they don't tell them. I agree. Hey, Duffel. Duffel said the funny thing about Chris's family visit is that he was clearly looking for an easy way out of that relationship and was disappointed. Yeah, that his family didn't give it to him. Yeah.
Who?
Yeah. This was last season, Chris and Huda. SEO says if she says she did it to herself, she can't look at Anaya and say that she wasn't warned. I think this is a canon event for her. She's just going to have to live through it. She's just going to have to live through it. Destiny said, this is random, but Bryce's granny wanting Brittany to go into the hideaway so badly got me. I was just like, Grandma, you didn't know that they already consummated the relationship. Child, she done already told everybody. Just John said, Melanie, he's playing you. He's just going to slow you down, straight up. Yeah. And she's also letting her know because she is watching everything and seeing how the world is interacting.
It's trying to, you know what?
Yes.
You're right.
The world is waiting for her. She's telling her sister, you have all these opportunities outside. This guy is going to slow you down because you're going to get caught up in the emotional chaos and drama that this relationship will be. And there's so many opportunities for you that you're going to miss out on because you're attached to that guy. She was trying to tell her sister the truth. I don't know if she hears her. I hope that Melanie is just doing this to get to the end. Whoopsie. Devon said, Melanie's sister was like, you could be a celebrity superstar without. Yep. She sure was. Mama, can you get me some ice and something to drink, please?
Oh, sure.
And then you can go over there and talk to
Sophia. Yeah, I'm not doing
nothing. Neglectic said, this was the realest and most honest family day I've ever seen on the show. Me too. This was such an intense family day. We did not see anybody interacting. Then we had certain families who had an empty villa. I was like, ooh, this was very, very awkward. Heather said, Grandma definitely stole the show. She did. Destiny said, also, Insincere's dad flying 7,000 miles just to chew him out was 100% the best part of this episode for me. Well, at least it showed that there is somebody in his life that is just like, it's not okay. Because I was very concerned about what his parents would say because his mother was like very proud of him. So I'm glad his dad came and not his mom, because his mom would have co-signed that nonsense and would have been standing up for her son. But the dad said, nah, this ain't me. You embarrass me and the family.
Because he done called all his friends and
yes, everything. He did, to watch his boy.
Puerto Rico and this and that and that and this. The Dominican Republicans and this and that and that and this. And then his son is acting like that. He said, oh, no.
All Day Finesse said, Shrangala, being your name is so fancy. I've been to China and those hotels are not. Oh, absolutely. They're on the list. Simone said Carl's mom knew day one Anaya was going to be her daughter-in-law. The Nantucket wedding is going to be a damn royal wedding. I can't wait to see.
We need to be there.
That lady said, that's my daughter-in-law. And it's the same thing that Nick's mom said.
Yep.
Child, listen.
And that's mother's
Black girls, you are going to go through it on this show. But I'm telling you, it's going to be a non-black man on there that's going to be your destiny. Get on Love Island, y'all. My God, today, Love Island is telling black women, expand your options. Janelle said Cater and Zach might be the ones to go. You think so? It does.
Yeah, America don't really care for them.
No, but I think here's the thing. The Islanders always vote who stays and who goes. America is we never vote people off. We can put people in the bottom. We can't vote them all. That's up to the Islanders.
Okay, but I'm just saying that so last season you're saying that the Islanders voted for Anaya and homeboy. I mean not Anaya, Amaya.
No, America votes in the end who wins the money, but we don't have the power to vote anybody off.
Okay, so you're saying that there's going to be an elimination round and they're going to eliminate people.
America has already voted who they want to be their final four.
Right.
So whoever has the lowest votes is going to go. But I think the Islanders, it's probably going to be like two couples that are going to be in the bottom, 2 or 3. And I think the Islanders are going to choose.
So they have to stand behind. Oh Lord!
I think we might get
I hope
that
they
again.
don't do that.
I mean, but last year we just got a note. Everybody just opened the fortune cookie, and it was like, "Congratulations, you're going. Congratulations, you're going."
Right.
And then they said, Ace and Shelly, unfortunately, you're not going.
Yeah, because when I seen,
so I'm like, I don't know, y'all, because they showed Carla and Anaya's hand at the end.
Because Nick did like this, gave her a little one of these, and gave her a kiss, and said, "Whatever it is."
I knew she was going to talk about Nick. All Day Finesse said, Mel's confusion to her situation is a textbook of you can lead a horse to water. Yep, but you can't make them drink. It's a canon event for this young lady. She's going to have to figure some things out. The JSYN said, I think the families arrived in the finale ranking order. Me too. Trinity, Anaya, Casey.
Yeah.
Me too. I think that's what it is, y'all.
And Melanie and Sincere was in the back.
Ciao. Catherine said, I knew Zach was insecure. He's afraid that other men will go for Kata on the outside and he'll look stupid. He better know what's going to happen. Here's the thing.
And that's another thing. All the men is in Kata. Kata is a beautiful, nice girl.
The DMs for the girls
is full.
The guys as well, but it's not as full as the girls. Women always have huge opportunities when they leave this show. So the guys are always a little nervous because of how huge of a star these ladies are going to become. So maybe that is why he feels the way that he does feel. But it's just like, she is really into you, dude. I feel like Kata would really, really make it work, but she's also going to have some great opportunities when it's time to leave. So
he better get on board because she's going to be busy.
Yeah, she's going to be real busy.
She looks good as a model. Mm-hmm. She has a model body, a model height.
The Bratz Pack is going to go far.
Yeah, she's very cute.
Yeah, Duffel said, here's the thing. Know what went wrong in Sincere's life? He got hot. He got hot and he thought his newfound desirability was a referendum on his worth and quality as a person. It went to his head. Absolutely. I think that's what, and here's the thing. I think that's why Love Island gets these men so young, because a lot of these guys, they've only been hot for 2 years. So they're still trying to figure some things out because they had a little growth spurt and now they're really attractive. They got some facial hair, they get some muscles. And so they are, walking in this newfound attention, and it's still pretty new for them, which is probably why they need to skew a little older, because I don't think it's a coincidence that the best guys in the villa are older men, 28 and 30. And I'm not saying that if they're going to be older, they're going to be better, but I just feel like we'll have more success at romance if we have older participants, especially if the guys are older. Hey, Duffel also said my wife and I met via Peace Corps, and we had a name for it. Peace Corps. Dudes lost weight, got toned, grew their hair out, and became hot for the first time, and just went from 0 to F boy in no time. Yeah, and that's what I think is happening with a lot of these guys, which is probably why they shouldn't be on Love Island. Ashley said, Nikki, my favorite. Working on an application and listening to you get me through this tedious bits. Oh, thank you for being here. Hi, Nora. How are you? Thank you for joining me. Just Jonathan said, I don't think that Melanie has discernment at all. What we are saying is that Melanie has the gifts of the spirit. The answer to speaking to her is second sight, but she has not developed her discernment yet. I can agree with that. Zora said, hey, NikkiNicoleStar family. Carl is kind of sexy. I was like, hold on. Did you see the pictures that Love Island released of him? I said, okay, Anaya. Carnaya in 5, indeed, Catherine. Zora also said, I love that Dylan's mom didn't let him shame Kinsey for exploring. She shut that down quickly. I love that too. Hey, Toya-Star. Toya-Star said, hey, Star family, stay in touch with NikkiStar and join the NikkiStar family reunion email list, please. Thank you. I would like to keep in touch with you guys outside of here. Yes. Ashley said, oh, the Carnaya crew is about to create a volleyball dynasty. I can absolutely see that. SEO said, Carl's family and Anaya's family have been messaging each other online and saying how much they love each other. Here's the thing. This is how it works. This is how it works. This is how these two have a strong foundation on both sides, and both sides of the family think that these two are great for each other, and they're going to support this relationship and make sure that it is healthy and sustainable and lasts. You know, and I cannot wait to see this young lady just be adored and loved on by this young man. I'm waiting for the pictures from Nantucket. And I'm waiting for the Nantucket fall pictures. I can't wait.
And let me tell you one thing. She done put down Casey like she's never that
wasn't for her. And I think for both of them,
and she realized
that's why it was such friction, because these two are not supposed to be together.
But if you remember, that's what happened with Alandria and Taylor. After she cussed him out, she was good.
Yeah.
And after Nia cussed him out, she was done.
And she went to her man. Spency said, did you see Amora's interview? I just heard her continue to claim Sincere is a good guy and dragging Melanie. Yes. I didn't see it. I don't watch the Bow Files. I watch it through like clips. What I did see is that Amora still wants Sincere. She wants Sincere. And she believes had not Melanie been an OG, her and Sincere would have had something. She still wants him. Beyond the Villa, this is going to be the show to tune into. This is going to be the one, because all these relationships are going to fall apart, except for the ones we're rooting for. It's going to be very, very interesting to see. You and Janelle?
No. Yeah. K235. See, it's so Amora straight.
Oh, Lord. Just John just said, I have seen dudes do scavenger hunts for the Love Island proposals more than once. Definitely seen it on the UK version. Yeah, I wouldn't be swayed by the gestures made by men the final week of Love Island. You had a whole month. Over a month. And now you want to do a gesture? Okay. Hey, Devonda said Nikki was right about those Casa girls are mean-spirited and go on the Bow Files. That's anti-Black and misogynistic towards women. Here's the thing. I will say this about the Bow Files. I don't think they have a choice. I think he has a contract with the show. Because as soon as this guy from Bachelor, because as soon as they leave the villa, they go on his show. I think they're contractually obligated, guys. So if they end up going over there, don't beat them up. So, I think they have to. I don't think those kids watch or listen to the Vow Files. I think they have to go on because I think he probably has a contract with the network.
Okay.
Hannah says, the way Kata switched on Trinity and Anaya, I see her well now. She feels like she should have had a better relationship than them. I don't think she feels like that. I think she thought her relationship was on the same level. And her bubble was burst. Smitty said, girl, that happened to me now. That happened to me. Now we aren't friends. You got to let it go. I feel like it's like a canon event that you go through in your 20s. And then when you get older, you're just like, oh, I'm not dealing with this. And you just got to let the friendship go. No matter how much it hurts. Her delusion is just going to become a part of your relationship. And you have to decide if it's worth it. If you want to endure that with her. I decided I didn't want to. I miss her, but my God, today do I have peace. Hey, Shoni. Shoni said Anaya was the only one that covered up to meet her mother.
Who?
Kata's butt was out. I said, Kata, what's up, Anaya?
Yeah.
I said, it's family day. Why are we in bikinis? Thong bikinis.
Yes.
Everybody's butt is out. And you meet people's parents?
Out. Just take the thong
Kata's
off.
butt and coochie.
Okay. Yeah.
I said, y'all meeting people's parents.
Okay. And his brother. And she was just as
my
clear as a
God,
bird.
today.
Yes, I was just like, oh my goodness, put something on.
She Baba Talk said his eyes are always popping out of his head. He is so attracted to her. He just, every time he sees her, ooh. I'm like, Carl, you just saw her. Every time he sees her, it's like the first time he's seen her. And when Anaya said that he's like written from like a romance movie, I absolutely agree. Like you can't write a better guy. He is so romance novel and romance movie coded. Devonta said, I love that Anaya's mom kept her accountable about her friendships with Melanie. I love Family Day because her mom thinks that she loves the Bratz Pack. And she's like, I'm inviting them all over for dinner. Like her mother's going to make sure that those relationships are healthy and are fostered. Anaya has come from good side. While Dreaming said Charlie seems shallow and superficial, and Zach's people let him off easy. Well, Zach's the baby. You could tell. You could absolutely tell. I feel that too, Jesse. Jesse said, to me, Carl didn't look into it. Like, why didn't they just show us him telling his family about why he likes Anaya? They cut them too short. I felt that way too. I was just like, you guys have given us Carnaya crumbs. Then you finally give us stuff and you cut it short. I'm just like, y'all can give us a whole episode of those two. Because here's the thing. For me, this is what Love Island is supposed to be. This is what Love Island is supposed to be. We see this woman being adored and treated humanely, treated like a precious gem. That's why we're tuning into the show. We're not tuning in to see women be terrorized. Like, what is happening? Obviously, me said Clark Kent got them premium French fry actions. Y'all think she got French fried? Oh my God, Kingdom Hearts, and I think she got French fry that we didn't even know. Carl would never tell Anaya.
Oh, she got French fry because she said something about easy access.
I know. When she said that, I'm like, well, what are we talking about?
Okay.
Because you said the dresses are easy access.
That's
you don't like the shorts. What is going on?
Okay.
She Baba Talk said, I noticed that even when she was walking off with her family, his eyes were following her the whole time. I love it. I love it. Devonta said, Team Blasian. They're going to be making a show in 2 years. Take your pills, Anaya. That's what I like. I feel like Carl is ready. I feel like Carl is
go to
ready.
School, so I think they're going to do a Nick and a Landria.
I think they should. I think that they need to have some time. But I think by the time Carl hits 30, there's a wedding. There's a wedding coming. Obviously, me said Anaya never has to constantly ask if they're okay like she did with Kate. She doesn't have to do anything. She just has to exist.
Who?
Anaya. Because she would never have to ask Carl that because he constantly affirms her. And not so because cute. He thinks she's insecure, but because he likes her. He wants her to know that.
Yeah, they just go together. You know what I mean? They just too cute. Mm-hmm. It's nothing. They don't put effort in it. It's effortless. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, it's the right person. It's not. It doesn't. It's not work.
Effortless. Yes.
Just John said the family of Kinsey and Dylan were just for folks being polite. Dylan's family knows he's an actor. Kinsey is miserable when she was forced to close the clam, but has to pretend to be nice for the families. Yep.
Welcome back, Just Jonda.
You know what I mean now, Just Jonda.
Stop being messy, Toya. Just call me Bond said the fact that Carl can mention he likes easy access and she served it up to him, he's dead up for sure. I said, wait, what are we doing? Not the princess getting French fried? Absolutely not.
Okay. French fried.
Dr. Ann Monty said, I was so happy Anaya has family keeping it real with her. Our girl will be okay. They will be a comfort for her when she sees all the mess people been saying about her. Yeah.
Well, honey, she gonna get some.
I don't think she's here's
Sky Miles.
She is, but I don't think Anaya is even going to watch that because I think that Carl is not going to allow her to not allow. You know what I mean? I think he's going to be very protective of her.
We're together.
And be like, give me your phone, like what Nick did. Like, don't look at that. You're going to go straight to the top. I think she's in good hands. She got a great family and a great partner. Who comes from a great family. That's what you want, ladies. Like anybody watching the show, this is how it should be. This is what you want. You want a good guy from a good family. My God, today, that lady said, I saw her and I instantly knew she was my daughter-in-law. What? Yes. L Boogie said, whoever casted Carl has a lucrative future in matchmaking. Yep. I signed up for sure. Right now. I sign up right now. Kennedy Reed said, I thought they were going to pull out some different fits for Family Day. Did no one have a sundress?
Okay.
They were just hanging around.
Honey, they was out for the count. TT butt was out.
Everybody's butt was out. I was like, what is going on?
Whoa. No, Melanie had on a little short.
Yeah, Melanie and Anaya. She Baby Talk said, I think Trent felt relieved by her mother's reaction and approval of Bryce. I absolutely agree.
And so did well, she had a little something across her butt, but her butt was partly out. But
who?
Trinity.
Oh yeah.
But she didn't have a full butt. Like Kata, just take that off and naked.
Kata was coochie was out there. Kata, you meeting people's family. Put something on.
Push forward.
She just walked over there, buttons out. Hey, I said, oh my God. Lord. CM said Trinity is so mature for her age. It may work, or they may date for a while and come back later. Yeah, I think that may be it. Because I'm just like, I'm sorry. I don't want anybody 22 locked down in a relationship. Now, I feel like I would, I feel like you should start seriously dating.
But he's not. He's 30 in age, but he's
no, he's an LA 30. So that's still very he's
mentally.
LA.
He's not at 30.
You don't become an adult for a very long time there. Especially if you're out there for like modeling or acting, you're going to be youthful for a minute. So
because I
just feel like she's Trinity.
I'm like 50.
Trinity is 20
year.
Yes. Trinity is 22. She's getting all these opportunities that she has to go after. I don't want her being Susie Homemaker at 22.
She's not.
Same thing
Wait a minute. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, she won't. But I'm just like, when you have an older guy, especially an older Caucasian guy, they kind of want to settle down. And I'm just like, not yet. I feel better with Karnaya because I think Anaya is like 20, 24. That's not that much older. But Carl is really focused on getting through school. And I feel like at least for those 3 years, they're going to date. You know what I mean? Like it won't be.
And she's going to, her miles are going to get, she's going to
well, those 3 years in, he'll be in, I think he'll either be 30, 31 or whatever. And she'll be making her way to 30. that would be a really good time for them to, decide what's happening there. And plan the wedding in Nantucket. Yeah. Oh,
the mothers ain't gonna let them do.
The mother said, "That's my daughter-in-law," and she already envisioned the kids.
Yeah.
I said, "Oh my God,
she's ready for her grandkids," and that's what he said. She's ready for her grandkids.
Kimberly said, "I don't think the age gap with those two is a big deal. They seem match well." Yeah, it seems to work for the both of them. No, Trinity and
because again,
Bryce.
He's not a 30, like a Philly 30.
Yeah, LA. Oh, we still got these on here. Yeah, LA 30. Kimberly said Bryce won't be seen with Zach after filming stops. He is quickly getting over Zach. I think so too. And I think when Bryce realizes Bryce is bad for business, and he got a young girlfriend to take care of,
a young tenderoni. Because honey, he won't have to keep her attention.
Yeah.
Because when she get out there, she's not bad looking.
Yeah.
And when she get out there, and she done told them people that she's do a little polishing of the knob. No. Honey, listen, her DMs is already full.
Let it go. Her mama don't care. Because I thought her mom was going to say something about it. She didn't.
But I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
You think she was just saying something?
Yeah. When I seen her mother, because I was looking for this old mother older than the grandmother that came on in. When I seen her mother, she did that in the back of her mother car. Now, she said that to get, I believe they have to say something or, make up, I don't know, just to make themselves stand out. Yeah. But I don't believe that for one moment that she did that in the back of that woman's car. And the woman ain't throw her and him out of the moving car.
Some more juice, please. Thank you. Sunshine says, I don't know, maturity-wise, Trinity seems like she's the one who's 30 and Bryce seems 22.
Okay.
I do agree. Catboy said, were they trying to give Kinsey a good edit? Why was she getting the most time with the families in a special chat with mom? I know. So that
and her dad.
So that's what made me think that maybe Trinity is going to the end. Mess around, Trinity could win this. Okay. Hannah said, I think the Nicolandria families came third. Okay, we'll see. SEO said, I just know Amaya came in first, and she definitely got the winners for last season, just like Bryce and Trinity. Yeah, I think so. Oh, okay. So you never know. That might not be the order. Dep said Nick and Ola's family came in last. She baby said it was the money baby. That family is wealthy. I said generational wealth. Here's the thing. I am very much into, like, I'm very, very much into like Martha's Vineyard, Nantucket, places like that for like, fall and hosting and doing all things like that. LaToya. Yes.
And the whole Star family.
Yes, and doing, very, very, very rude. Doing and hosting and things like that. So I will say I am very geared up and patiently waiting for Anaya's Nantucket content. I can't wait to see it. I want to see her do my favorite restaurants in Nantucket. Yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. My favorite pumpkin patch in Nantucket. I'm ready, child. Janice said, I think Bryce is Trinity's first white guy she's dated, but this is not. Oh, really? Because that actually shocked me that if Trinity was his first black girl. I'm like, you live in LA? Child.
No, it don't seem like it.
It's Nasby said, I don't remember.
And it seemed like his mother or grandmother.
They just happy for him. That's their baby.
No, it seemed like they dated a little out of their race.
It's Nasby said, I don't remember. Yeah, it's Nasby said, I don't remember if season 7 was shown in chronological order. This season definitely was, and that was arranged based on the level of love from the audience and then the level of drama in the relationships. I agree.
Grandma
Amira,
like she's something at the senior
she's
home.
fun. Amira said, I'm watching 2 times speed. I'm 15 minutes behind. Can't miss a Nikki live. Oh, thank you so much. Piper said, Maya and Brian were first and NikkiNicoleStar's family last. They could be throwing us off. You never know. Hey, Justin. Justin said, hey, everyone. I started the show late, so I'll be responding a little late. Watching Sincere's dad chew him out in Espanol. Ciao. Ciao. Dad did not let up. SEO said, if rejection is protection were a person, it would be Anaya.
Okay.
I mean, like, this guy is so great for her.
Yeah.
She has just been enjoying Fiji ever since.
Okay.
Seriously, ever since Carl popped out of that cake, she has been at peace.
And I'm going to tell you something. Grandmom had been drinking a little something in the funny water.
She has just been having such a good time. Nuke said, Bryce saying that everyone looks so young and Trinity wanted to say, oh, she did. She did. Honestly, Trinity and Bryce are actually really cute. I just, I want to see how far those kids go, especially out here in LA. Danny said, thank you, Jesus, for that heartbreak from Casey. But imagine, oh my God, I don't want to imagine it. It was the same thing with Alandria. Like I could not see. After it was revealed that Nick was it, I just could not see her staying in that. She would not be who she is today had she stayed with that man. Thank God he chose Clark.
I picked Clark. Thank you.
Oh, really? Mumu said, yeah, but people went through Bryce's Instagram and him and Trinity share a lot of the same political views. One of his besties who was black kept telling people Trinity is the type he'd be talking to. Okay, good. Oh my gosh. I'm really starting to, what did this episode do to me? I'm really starting to like our season winners. El Boogie said, what is Nantucket like in a late spring? I can see a beautiful spring wedding for them and I can barely type. That wedding's going to be in vogue. It has to be. It has to be.
I can see Nick and Landria hosting them.
For what?
To hang out. Like Jordan Woods and
Oh yeah. The mom and dad of the Swerve relationships from Love Island, just advising them. I could see that too.
And Carl and Kat, yeah.
Yeah. Cameron said, I'm sorry, y'all, but the whole scene with Anaya and Carl's family was giving me reheated nachos. Of who? NikkiNicoleStar? She Baby Talk said, she was like, you're not being real with your friend. And I loved that her mama said that. Yes, Hannah, Mama Harvey is strict. She was just, because she loves Melanie. And I love the fact that she told her daughter, you're not being who I raised you to be. Like, you're not being a good friend to that girl. Yeah. You want her to stay here with you.
But you can't do like that because her mother called it out. You told her, you patched that up with her because you didn't want her to leave you. Mm-hmm. And she said, but you should have told her the truth. Mm-hmm. And when she went to tell her, because she said, I can't let this go. Mommy got with me. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to get this off of me. And Melanie said, too late. Yeah. You should have told me earlier.
She locked in. Dahlia said, it's hard to trust your heart when you don't have much experience. It's good when your village has some sense and is willing to give wisdom to kids. Yep. Dr. Anmani said, I love that Anaya's mom keeps it real with her. Mm-hmm. She was like, stop with that crying. She was. And then she was just like, dude, why did you let that guy leave? She was like, I knew he was it. I knew he was it. Yep. She Baba Talks said, She Baby Talks said Anaya's mama had a plan and she was like, get your head on straight. Yep. Yeah. Obviously, me said Anaya's mom basically said that what happened to the pact y'all made to call each other out when you are being delusional. Yep. Thank you, Ladybug. Ladybug said the family order for season 7 was Amaya and Brian, Iris and Pepe, Shelly and Ace, Chris and Huda, Nick and Alandria. Okay, so if we're going, no, I don't think that Melanie is here as number 2.
But I'm gonna say this: Shelly's father didn't like Ace.
Oh yeah, Shelly's father didn't like Ace at all.
So,
when she told her dad, she was just like, Ace reminds me of you. And he was like,
he just looked at her because he said, I talk to you when you get off this television.
Devonda said, this is the best family day I ever. I really enjoyed this episode. Really? I felt like this was a tough family day to watch. Remember, guys, the family day, it was like a family reunion for everybody. The family would meet everybody in the villa. I remember when Alandria's mom walked in, all the guys, Nick had to tell the guys to act right because they could not believe Alandria's mom. But I remember it was like everybody was mingling and meeting each other. This family day was so segregated. I was just like, did they think that all the families was going to fight? This was a tough one. Me too, brown girl, and I'm trying not to be. Brown girl said, I'm so invested in Carnaya. I need them to make it. Yeah, I'm trying not to be. I want to give the kids just space to breathe and grow, but I'm like, I need to see how this plays out. All Day Finesse said, I love how the whole villa was like, who is her mom when Anaya's mom and sister came in? Yeah. CM said, I'm really rooting for them. As long as they at least get second, I'm okay. I think they are. SEO said, Disney has already been posting about Anaya. And I think it was KC at the time. Oh, yeah, but they were shading KC. Yeah, I saw that one. Devonda said, we came here for love. You preaching, Nikki. The show is for the women. Yeah. Hannah said, I hope Carl goes back to school. I think he will. And I think it will be a test for them, right?
No, he said he was going back to school.
Yeah, but I think it'll be a test for them because I think Anaya also has a lot of opportunities. She's going to be doing, like Alandra, she's going to be doing a lot of traveling. A lot of stuff is going to be happening there. And she's going to need to, they're both going to need to figure out how to nurture that relationship in Denver because that's where he's going to be for 3 years. Hey, Pretty Problems. Pretty Problems said, Black love doesn't have a color. Black people being loved on thickly in any form is Black love. Carnaya and 5. Here's the thing. Y'all know I'm the Black love queen. At this point, I've always felt this way. I just want Black women to be loved properly. Whoever that is, have at his sister. Hey, April. April said, I think Carl was shocked just how much his mother and sister really liked Anaya, but I think he's taking the green light so he can lock in fully. Yeah, he really likes her. Like, even when they're not being focused upon, he is doting over her. They're in a good place. They're in a really, really good place. Bob Baby Talk said, OMG, Casey's mom was quiet. But Casey said his mom wasn't a talker, So that wasn't shocking there, but it just didn't seem like the moms meshed, or maybe they were just TV shy. Dr. Inmani said, Carla and Anaya have amazing chemistry. It gives me chills. Yes. Miss Toya said Casey's mom has that energy of being jealous of whoever her son brings around. Listen, I didn't see enough of her to get to that conclusion. She honestly probably could have just been uncomfortable being filmed and probably just came there to support her son. UNCC college girl said Casey tried. Still they rise. Carnaya in 5. Yes. Storm is my number 1 said, so they stuffed the 2 less important couples in the middle with less time. That is like season 6. Yeah. Melanie and Sincere got the edit. I don't know, y'all. Unique Hunter said, do they not see the ads being played during the show? They're not geared towards the men. Well, I feel like some people go adless for Peacock. I think some people pay for the premium subscription because they're going to cancel it after the show. So I don't think they know. I don't think they realize this at all. Oh, okay. April said, no, on the dinner, it's just the top 4. There's no votes. So who are the top 4? Don't we have like 6 couples? Zach and Kata, Karnaya, Brennedy, Kenzie and Dylan, Casey and TT, Melanie and Sincere. We have far too many couples. We have far too many couples, guys. Something's going to happen. I think there's going to be a top 5 or something. Or are they going to eliminate 2 couples? Oh my God. Are they going to eliminate 2 couples? Yikes. Yikes. Texas said, nah, they saved Melanie and Sincere last for the drama. Oh, of course. Of course. Asia said, yeah, I think that Mela is going home. Yeah, we got 6 couples. Am I right? Melanie and Sincere, Kata and Zach. First of all, the Bratz pack is still there. Kenzie, TT, 6. 6 couples. And we got to get down to 4. So are they eliminating 2 couples tomorrow? Ciao. Hannah said Kata and Zach are going home for sure. Janelle said, I don't know. I saw a lot of people vote for them in their final 4. Child, we don't know. We do not know. I think that's what it is too. That's why so many people really like them. Pretty Problem said Karnaya is giving Lauren and Cameron. Yeah, they really, really are a much, much younger version. That was such a sweet moment. Baby talks. Not gonna lie, Kenzie's message from her dad made me emotional. It was a really, really, really sweet message. And when she got that message, I was just like, so what does this mean? I'm always reading into stuff. I'm like, so is she going to the end? Something's happening. They have to get rid of 2 couples, y'all. Oh Lord, who they getting rid of? I think the only people in danger are Kenzie and Dylan. I think out of these 3 couples, 2 of them are going to go. I don't know who. It's either going to be Kenzie and Dylan, Zach and Kata, or Casey and TT. Sapphire said, nah, I hope that's really the top 4 because my girl Melanie needs time apart from that demon. I don't know. The Latinos was voting mad heavy for them. They were always safe. Melanie and Sincere have been safe this entire time. Art Will said, let me watch the episode. Yeah. I just got back to my room from Jazzland. I know that's right. I know that's right. Yeah, Kimberly said exactly. After that message, Kenzie is not leaving. I think so too. Sheba said, this is why I said Brennedy gives me gay bestie vibes more than anything.
Who?
Brennedy. Bryce and Trinity. Oh. Zora said, couldn't take Kenzie seriously, talk about how much she likes Dylan. I was like, huh? When did this happen? And then her mom was just like, he reminds me so much of your dad. I'm like, y'all laid it on too thick. We know that she's dumping him at the airport. We know that she's blocking that boy as soon as she lands at the ATL airport.
Ask her brother, who is your crush? I said, okay, they all messy. Because the father said, well, we used to break up and all this and that and that and this too. So you didn't see that, but we was a circus too.
Story is my number 1 side. In season 6, the middle family visit was Ace and Shelley. If we go by that, Kenzie, Dylan, Casey, and TT were in the middle, and Michael home. Yeah, that's who I think it's between. Hey, Delicia. Delicia said the fact that the day they filmed the finale is Carl's birthday. Oh my gosh. What a celebration.
Okay.
I think so too, Hannah. Hannah said Kata and Zach's family line to keep them on the show. K235 said, it's for the best if Melanie and Sincere get eliminated. I agree. Because Melanie is clearly is not going to let go of this relationship on her own. I agree. Yeah. I agree. Double T said, Bryce was hilarious talking about Charlie's features. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, Bryce, why would you say that? Zora said Kata's family was holding back, or they're just like her. I think the big sister was holding back. I really, really do. Because we also saw from her pictures that she was hanging out with Trinity's sister. And I think those two had a real long conversation. I think that Kata's sister is going to tell her the tea. For real, for real.
What? Tell who the tea?
Kata, her big sister. I don't think she was trying to. I don't think she told her everything because they were being filmed. But I think their sister's going to let her know everything.
About that.
NC said Kata's sister and mom basically downplayed Zach disrespect. I was disappointed, especially since you could tell her sister wanted to go off. I wish she would have given what Melanie's sisters did. I think Kata's sister was going off of how her mom was. And every time the sister says something, the mom would try to, correct it and be like, oh, no, but we like him. So I believe that she felt like she couldn't.
Because Kata is a baby, and all that crying, they couldn't deal with it. With her with that crying.
Her mom probably told her sister, in the passenger van, heading to the hotel. Yeah. I didn't want you to tell Kata everything because you know how she is,
right. Johnny, she was still crying.
Kata would have done all that crying if her mother didn't approve. Yes.
Said, oh my God.
Chu said, if I was any of their sisters after the villa, I would make them rewatch Love Island with me so I can commentate the entire thing. Opinions will be heard. Yep. Pretty said, whole time I thought the sister of Zach was his mom. You did? Oh Lord. Obviously said Zach wouldn't take back saying he loved Bryce. I bet you, because he does. He loves Bryce. He loves Bryce.
He loves Bryce, but he like Kata. What kind of?
Sheba said Mel's mom had me crying. She just spoke some wisdom into her baby.
And your baby let it go out the window.
Child. Janelle said, I think if Sincere's mama showed up, Melanie's sister would have gone, she would have gone toe to toe with her. Because Sincere's mama absolutely would have had some rebuttals. No, but my son is not like that. And they would have just went the back and forth. My son is not like that. My son was not like they would have gone back and forth. Chu said, I've never cried so hard watching Love Island. Her family loves her so much. They sure do.
Who?
Melanie's family. Zora says, Sincere was not fazed by anything being said to him. I was just looking. I was like, I feel like he's going to do it again. I don't think he's done. Hannah said, I knew Melanie was going to stay with him when she kept cutting her sister with a hug. Yeah. She didn't want her sister to say anymore.
Yeah.
Because the reason why she wanted her sister to stop talking is because the more her sister said, the more she would have to repair.
Face it.
Not even face it. She would have to repair what her sister said to Sincere and his family.
Yeah.
And she knew she wasn't leaving. So she was just like, okay, you're making this awkward and hard for me. It's Nas B said, Melanie's low-key begging Sincere to prove himself. She said, if you mess up, you will never hear from me again. I will be dead to you. And that boy looked at her like neither of us believed that. But he even said it in his speech. Every time when he chose her, he was just like, I messed up and she stayed with me through it. She waited for me. Like, he knows that Melanie isn't going anywhere. But I feel like when Melanie is done, she'll be done. But I don't think she's done just yet. All Day Finesse said, I knew how Melanie kept reiterating her mom would be an okay with Sincere's actions. Her mom would be the antithesis of cool with okay with his actions. Yeah, she was trying to make herself believe that. But girl.
Yeah, but look at Cardi B. Look how long she stayed with Offset.
Mm-hmm.
Then look at her with this other guy.
Mm-hmm.
They're into family. They will stick to make it work.
Yeah. Dr. Enmani said top 4, Carnaya, Brinity, Kenzie, Dylan, and Casey and TT. I think you're right.
Casey, the guy himself.
I think either 2 couples are being eliminated or the top 2 couples are going to have to choose which couple to stay. Ugh. Yikes. We'll see.
And I don't feel like Kenzie with all that crying and all that, they don't like me. They don't like us.
I am MCCM said Melanie wasn't going to listen if they told her She won't even listen to the family that's known her forever. Yep. It's Nas B said, Anaya told them to their faces early on that they're toxic and they laughed. I hate to have trust issues in such a public relationship with an attractive man prone to cheating. Melanie may drive herself mad. Here's the thing. I think right now Melanie is like this with this boy because she don't have options. I think when Melanie sees that she got options, I don't think she's gonna be so crazy in love. Hey, Chris. Chris said, and I wonder when Kata's family saw how Zach was moving and dared to say they like him. I think they were just being kind. Another Chris, or Christ, I know that's right, said, love Karnaya, but they got money. I'm going to vote for Brittany instead. You saw when that money walked up in the villa? I was just like, oh, they're just here to have a good time. Neither one of those kids need this coin. Just John says, Sincere Melanie's baby is going to be so cute. Oh, the mama will be looking a sad wreck, but the babies will be gorgeous. Oh, they're going to have beautiful children. But we're not going to let that happen. Pretty Problem said, snap episode, Mel and Sincere, title, Bundles and Betrayal. I feel like Sincere is only going to lose his power when he loses his hair. And depending on how old his dad is, he may have like 20 or so years of debauchery. Cindy said, let's pray for Melanie. Maybe once she's out of that village, she can heal. It might just be the confinement. Yeah, I think that's what it is as well. I think when she gets options and opportunities, I don't think she's going to be that nonsense for much longer. Devonda said, gather them doubters in the chat. Y'all be respectful of Mama Star's opinion, and that includes us in the chat. Be respectful of each other's opinion and give constructive criticism about the Islanders. I absolutely agree.
What happened? They was cussing out Mama Star. Oh my God.
Star is my number one. Says, speaking of Amora, keep Anaya's name out of your mouth. Child. I just don't understand how these kids do not understand this is a show for women. Why are you coming out backbiting the girls that are still in the villa? I am sad Carl is still bringing up Anaya, getting him kicked out the villa reminds me of someone who kept mentioning an empty door. Well, here's the thing. I think he's just joking about it.
I think so too.
Because he hasn't shown that he resents her for it. Mm-hmm. Like he just jokes about it. We have not seen him mistreat her or talk about her in a negative way. Even when Zach was trying to like get him to say something, and he was just like, "So what's your type?" And all Carl did was describe Anaya. I don't know. I think he's actually just joking about it.
You know, one of those funny. I'm gonna address the elephant in the room. Before somebody says something, I will say something.
Yeah.
And you know, everybody's seen it, so he's dealing with it. Like,
yeah, I think that's what it is. Raby says 2056. Naomi Harvey Schmidt wins the tennis world championship. Listen, it may happen. Hey, Christia said, I feel like KC Mama wish she was meeting Anaya instead of TT. Lord,
yeah,
we'll never know. Hey, Queen. Queen said the guys will be on Melanie, but will she give them a chance? A girl can hope. We'll see, child. We will see. I Mavis said Bryce's grandma is so cute. He looks like his mom and grandma. He really does. Justin says, I can't wait for Beyond the Villa because of this cast. This might be the first time America will be locked in for the after show. Yeah, this is the only Beyond the Villa I want to watch. Like, you think I'm not going to watch Karnaya? And that's if the show can keep them. I don't know. Nicolandria said no, they got too big for the show. I think if the show is smart, they will get them into contracts as soon as the finale is over. I would be signing them the contracts right away because these kids are going to take off. Nicolandria got so big, it was just like, why would we do Beyond the Villa? We're at the Oscars. What are we doing? What are we doing? So if they're smart, they will get them kids into contracts before they get out of that villa. Hey, Amira. Amira said, even a Maya man more finer than Brian or whatever his name is last year. Mama Star right about that. Listen, Amaya's new man, not bad. Dahlia said, nah, the world hates Zach. He's not able to ghost produce anymore, so production has no more use for him. He's gone, and so is Kenzie and Dylan. They'll keep Mel and Sincere for the ongoing drama. I think that just might be up to the Islanders. But we'll see, child. We will see. I want to get a few more comments, but let me get my super chats and then we'll wrap it up. Hey Zora, thank you for the super chat. Zora said Trinity's mom didn't mention the sloppy toppy. I wouldn't either. I would just act like it didn't happen. I would just act like it didn't happen because her mentioning that brings it back up.
Yeah.
Nope.
Yeah.
Nope. I wouldn't mention it either. Thank you so much for the super chat, Zora. Thank you, Kimberly, for the super sticker. Totally appreciate you supporting me. Amira, thank you so much. Amira said, I'm on a European family holiday tour with my husband and kids. Yes. I love you, Nikki, Mama Star and the Star family for the Love Island recaps, early hour entertainment while getting ready. Thank you so much. I love that, like, you're in Europe having a great time and you still stop by to see me. Thank you so much, Amira, for the super chat. Cassandra, thank you for the super chat. Cassandra said 2 couples dumped fortune cookies at dinner tomorrow. Oh my God. I'm sick to my stomach. Can I tell you guys, I'm not going to be able to get nothing done all day tomorrow. I think I have one thing that I have to do, and I think after that, I'm just going to like put myself to bed until it's time to hop on here. My stomach is going to be in knots all day. Thank you, Cassandra, for the super chat. Texas Spice and everything nice. Thank you for the super chat. Texas Spice said Casey smelled the money come in and felt instant regret. Here's the thing. I think Casey and Anaya was never going to work, right? But I think Casey sabotaged that relationship because he knew. He knew, like, look who Anaya ended up with and how easy that is and how much it makes sense. He knows he's not that guy. He just knows. And he knows to be that guy for her, he would have to put in a lot more work than he wants to do. Casey wants to be pursued. He wants a woman who will protect him, who will build him up. He doesn't want a woman that he has to essentially do work for, right? He wants somebody, a woman that will submit to him, but still, give him the princess treatment. And that's a lot of men right now. That's a lot of red-pilled men, and that's unfortunately what's happening with the youth. But not just.
Are you praying for them? The youth?
No, I'm done with that. Their parents. That was their assignment, not mine. It is what it is. But he made the right choice. He got someone who was for him for now. And when he removed himself, look what Anaya was able to get, because she would have stuck to something because she was being loyal. And that's what black women do. Black women are loyal to black men to a fault. She would have remained loyal to him and would have never met or would have never been in this beautiful relationship with Carl. So I'm glad he did what he did. It freed that young lady up. It allowed her to see she was making a terrible mistake. And that's why Anaya's mother told her, you better be a better friend to her, because the way Melanie spoke into Anaya and freed her from that situation, Anaya was having a panic attack, breaking down. And Melanie not only spoke life into her, she spoke truth. She said, he doesn't fit your life, and you know that. And those words just hit Anaya, and her tears immediately stopped because her friend was speaking the truth to her. And I think Anaya's mother wanted Anaya to do that for Melanie, because that's what Melanie needed. But they're growing and learning. But I'm glad that he did what he did. Had he not, she would have still been there. He had to remove himself so that her prince could find her. And so I'm glad. I hated his performance in Casa, but I'm glad that we got that. And I'm glad that he came back with TT, because it freed up Anaya and we were finally able to get romance on Love Island. So thank you, Casey. Thank you very much, young man. And thank you, Texas Spice, for the super chat. I am 50 said, did y'all catch the shade from TT's sister about her having a boyfriend? No, what did she say?
She wasn't feeling it.
TT's mom. I feel like when she talks to her daughter, she gonna have a talk. Because I feel like TT's mom heard the same things that we heard. Mm-hmm. I think her mama heard the same things that we heard. It was just like, So we'll see. It's Nas B said, I wonder if Casey's mom or fam are aware of the rumor restraining order on TT, and if so, if that played a part in their behavior on Family Day. I mean, why would it? She was 17. I mean, I'm not saying it's not a big deal. I'm just like, she hasn't had another offense. You know?
Wow.
It was.
She hasn't had another offense.
She was a teenager, you know, over a guy. And listen,
well, she said she ain't had no boyfriend before. Now it's over a guy.
I've never been in anything like that, but I'm just, you know, I'm not gonna hold it against her. And I hope
got
this
her
family
man.
doesn't. Yeah, she got her man. Nuke said Casey found someone worthy, and I think TT's mama heard that too. Dolly said, honestly, I think Casey and Anaya are just incompatible, not character-wise or personality-wise. I don't think either party was toxic, and this is why Love Island encourages exploration. They just were not it for each other. They just were not it. And it was never going to work out. Sunshine said, I knew Casey and Anaya wasn't going to work out when he said he wasn't going to open a car door for her. I knew they weren't going to work out when he made the comment about the puddle and chivalry being dead. She wants chivalry. She's a princess. Amira said, the crazy part is I have not heard not one person mention TT and Casey. Did y'all forget that they are still in? Casey was getting all that motion in the Red Pill Island only because of Miss Harvey, then silence. Well, I think that's what everybody was having a problem with, that audience, because the same audience presented itself last season. Huda had no support until she started to go after the Black girls. And then that fan base presented itself because what they liked about her is that she was harming Black women. And that's why they became a fan of her. It's the same thing with Casey and Anaya. Nobody, that audience didn't form when Casey
and Anaya?
Yeah. When Casey and Anaya were doing well, right? They only formed when Casey started speaking ill of Anaya, because what they liked about him was how they believe that he felt about that Black woman. And they liked the fact that he spoke ill of her and did not like her. It was kind of brutal in his speaking about her. So that's why that fan base formed. And that's why I was just like, he should not listen to that fan base or try to appease that fan base, because that fan base is only going to like him as long as he is doing debaucherous things to Black women. If Casey comes out and wants to be an upstanding Black man, they will abandon him. That's not what they want. They want a Black man who is a stereotype. They want a Black man who is abusive and nasty and will say vile things about Black women. And if Casey doesn't come out, the villain, and perform for them in that way, they're going to lose him. He's going to lose them. And they're not only is he going to lose them, they're going to turn on him. And I wouldn't want that for him. Even though I did not like his Casa performance, I wouldn't want that for anybody, any 23-year-old. But that's the thing. It's a negative fan base. They're not healthy. They're not marketable. They're not bankable. No brand is going to want a fan base like that. No brand is going to want anybody who has a fan base that is just negative and dark. You don't want that. You don't want them. You don't want them piranhas to be a part of anything that you're doing, because you can't make a mistake. You can't, like, and even if you're not making a mistake, they're rabid and they go after you. Like, look what they were trying to do to Disney. It's like, what are you doing? And it's like you can tell that they don't like him and that they don't really want to help him because you're under brands fighting them, saying the most vile things. You're showing brands that he is not marketable and that he has a fan base that will ruin him. They're not smart. They're just vile people. They are Zeus, Zeus network kind of people. Peacock ain't Zeus. The brands ain't lining up for Zeus. That's not what you want. You have a really good opportunity to make some good, legitimate money here. And that fan base is going to make sure you starve. Amira said, like my mama always said, what's for you will never miss you, period. Amen. Amen. Raby said Casey has the opportunity to grow into a more mature person. He can learn from Carl. I agree. Evangeline said romance is what Love Island should be about. I hope Carl and Anaya last swooning. Same. Catherine said there are levels and both Anaya and Casey found theirs. Good for them. I agree. I agree. Amara said every single Black family member that walked in was beautiful, AF, especially Anaya's sister. The face cards were face carding. Them Black jeans that walked into that villa, them Black and Asian jeans, my God, today. KT35 said, yeah, I cannot hold the charges from when she was a teenager against, yeah. Simone said, you can see the difference between Carl and Casey's sisters and how they treat their brothers. Anaya dodged a massive bullet. I will say this, when Casey's sister was speaking about him, I said, well, I see, he's the baby and the baby boy is always coddled to a fault. Because she went in very protective, right? And I get it. That's your baby brother. I absolutely understand, but he's no victim, sister.
Yeah,
you should have been like, we didn't. You're not like that. The mom should have been like, I didn't like. I'm not saying she should have been like Sincere's dad, but there should have been something to let the world know I didn't agree with what my son said or did. Both of them were protecting him, so it's just like. And I think TT's mama caught that. Nala Moon said, my birthday was yesterday. Happy birthday, Art World. And happy birthday to you, Nyla. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday, Nyla. Thank you for joining us. Jesse said, LOL, remember when you were... Hold on. Where is it? Remember when? Remember when?
What?
I have never been this wrong before, and this is why I had to drop the Black love. I had to drop the Black love because I realized that I was Anaya. I realized that I was holding on to a Black love fantasy that was just never going to reveal itself or manifest on this season at that time. So yeah, I had to let that go, and I'm never doing that again. Yeah. I'm never doing. Sisters, whoever make you happy, whoever treats you like the princess that you are, stay with him, no matter what, no matter his race, stay with him. Because listen, if the Black community's only survival is through Black women and us enduring all types of hell for it to remain, let it die. Let it die. And I love being Black, but my God, today, unless this community treats its women better,
somebody.
Mom,
It was accident.
I told you to stop touching the chat.
Wait a minute. I don't think so. Let me see.
If you were, oh my God, if you have been blocked recently, please reach out to me on Instagram or email me. I will fix it. That was Mama Star.
You can't make a mistake on this show.
No, you make too many mistakes on everybody.
No, everybody.
So many people reach out to me and say your mom blocked me.
No, I did not.
I may even said my only problem with
NikkiNicoleStar.
Casey was how he basically made Anaya the scapegoat for him not being chosen by anyone with the door challenge. Well, listen, you saw today. It's always a woman's fault. It's always a woman's fault. And you saw with his family how that came to be. Amira said, yep, and look at where Huda is today, sweeping under the cage, child. Please, can never mess with the power of a Black Queen Olandria at the Oscars. Clock it. Donnie said, I saw Speedy dragging Anaya. He's red pill. And I think a lot of people don't want to receive that because he seems like such a nice guy. Speedy is red pill. He's red pill. I'm not shocked. If I was him, I would never talk about Love Island after what he did to Ace. Sapphire said, Oscars and BET, no weapon formed against Olandria was meant to prosper. And it hasn't. It hasn't. Oh, yes. Nuke said KC Speedy interview is loading, and it's going to be a doozy. KG35 said people are used to men dominating everything like sports and profiting from exploiting women like Zeus Network. This show does not operate by those rules, and that's what KC fans don't understand. Yep. Osmond said, Jesse, if you're in here, friend, you have me screaming. Remember Bishop Casey? I was holding space for them. I would never do that again. But I was Miss Black Love. That's done. Thank you, Love Island. Nephew said, what's up about KC? He got someone a good match for his personality. I should have known when I read your name. It just wasn't a match. No diss to Anaya. I absolutely do agree. There's no animosity that anybody is holding here. Remember, I held space for him. However, I did not like how he treated Anaya and how he spoke about the women and held that door against them. And he didn't like that. So Casey agrees with me. Hey, Cameron. Cameron said, Nikki, did you see the picture that just posted? All the couples took pictures with their families together, except for, I saw that. Yeah. They did not go to that photo booth. They did not go to that photo booth, child. Yes, Sapphire said the Bishop KC would be a dark memory for all of us. But I will say, Bishop KC didn't get a First Lady Anaya. He got First Lady TT. We've seen that. We've seen that church couple. My God, today. But I think from seeing TT's family, I don't think they're going to have her in something that is not healthy for her. I agree. Raby said, by avoiding Manosphere and Conspiracy Theorist podcast, Casey should be fine. I agree. Dahlia said, I can't believe Kata's family didn't send out the SOS to her. They should have told her that he was Basura, break that dark energy hold he got on her. I just think that they know her better than we do, and they didn't want to embarrass her. Mira said, Nikki, do you think that if Melanie walked out with her shoulders high, she would get more deals and wave off women's stands instead of continuing with Sincere, like Ace bringing Shelly stock down? She would. Here's the thing. You can't quit the show. Like, you can, but it's a penalty. So that's why she's staying. That's why she, hasn't left yet. But I also think that if she comes out of that villa and chooses herself, her career is just going to take off. If she chooses Sincere, it might be another Shelly situation where she'll get some opportunities, but she won't get what she could have gotten had she chosen better. Coco said, ouch, Charlie. That really hurt, Charlie. You bit me, Charlie. Oh, those kids are like 30 now. Gosh. Simone said, I knew Speedy was going to be on the Anaya Trinity hate train. He's foaming at the mouth to interview KC. Oh, yeah. Oh yeah, but he's a red pillar, so I'm not surprised by that. Pseudo said, "Don't worry, Mama Star. If I ever get blocked, at least I know what happened." Yes, if you have been recently blocked, please reach out to me. K235. I hope he has sense to not do that. If he does, it's a wrap. It's a wrap. Amira said, "Hold on now. How do you know if you're blocked? You can't comment. You can't comment in the chat." Mr. McLaren said, "My mom once said to me in a very serious tone and clear wording that she didn't think that I loved my boyfriend at the time. She had never given me any advice. I listened to her." Well, there you go. Mamas always know. Be Yourself said, "Why is nobody talking about the A. Shelly Adriana mess? I think it was a ploy." Well, here's the thing, because A said he didn't do anything. So it's like, who you gonna believe? A said he didn't do anything. Adriana thought she was talking to a publicist.
That's a lie. Now, thank you for bringing that up. That is a lie, because Shelly's friend came on and spilled the tea. Now they're trying to backpedal, and then Shelly unfollowed the both of them. Now they're trying to backpedal because it looks bad on the both of them. And Adriana, she's in Fashion Week and all of that. She's a lot of brands. So it makes sense for her to say, "Oh no, I didn't know what was going on." And she comes from that anyway. "I don't know what's going on," and all of that. So it makes sense for her to say that. And then Ace cleared it up, tried to clear it up for her, because she can't have that bad publicity.
Yeah.
But they hooked up.
So
like she said, Clark, every time she's with him, she calls me. And then they all went out on a down low, sneak tip, and it got back to Shelly and her friend, because Shelly got brands out there too. So her friend came on there and gave them, "Come on, y'all, we know what's up. Let's look at read between the lines."
Thank you, Mama Star.
Shelly can't take another hit.
Yeah.
She can't take another hit.
I did feel bad for the young lady. She'll be fine.
Who?
Shelly.
Yeah. Her and Ace broke up. They never told us why.
They don't have to.
They don't have to. But don't bring me all the way into the relationship. Every time I turn around, y'all wrapped around each other like a twisted pretzel. Then y'all just break up and y'all don't say anything. Y'all don't have to. That's fine. They walked away with it, and it's okay. But now your girlfriend then got with him. And they don't want, what they did was smart. I'm glad they did something smart. They just decided to dead it publicly, so that, you know what I mean? Shelly didn't respond. She just unfollowed them, but her friend responded and cussed them both out.
Period.
Ace never said nothing. And Adriana, she acted like she acted on the show. "I don't know what's going on. I don't know. Because Clark called her, and she had to own some of that.
Yeah.
So she said, "Clark called me," and with Ace on the phone. But both of her stories sound funny. Because at first she didn't know who she was talking to. Girl, you was on the island with Ace. You know what Ace sound like?
No, she thought she was talking to a publicist. That's why.
No. At first she said she did not know. Clark called her. I sent you all the things. I went through all of that. Clark called her and said, "Somebody want to talk to you," or whatever. So she said. And she did like, who? Girl, you know him, and y'all hooked up. And it's okay.
Oh my God. Keith said, "Mama Star blocked me last live. I just got back in."
What, Keith? My son?
Yes.
I did not. Oh, my son.
Oh my goodness. Sapphire said, "I think Melanie."
I'm just done with him.
Sapphire said, "I think Melanie still has time to do so if she doesn't drop her best regards before the reunion. She literally has every other brand like JetBlue offering her things if she leaves him." Yep. It's a blessing and a curse. Kingdom said, "If you've been blocked by Mama Star, you may qualify for financial compensation." You have no idea how many emails I get. They're just like, "I don't think Mama Star meant it."
You know what? I'm gonna stop all this comment.
Simone said we're deep into Love Island season 8. We ain't got time for season 7 leftovers. They trying to be relevant when season 8 is taking over. It's like, baby, you've had your time. We're good. We're good. Me too, Cameron. I hope he doesn't do it. But I'm just like, I hope he has some guidance. Hey, nephew said KC's not going on Fresh and Fit. Nothing like those guys. He's just young and figuring himself out. He got love for Black women at his core. I hope so, and I hope he doesn't go on Fresh and Fit. I may then said, I hope Shelly will just get herself another man or woman. Probably why it didn't work out for Ace. Sapphire said, people can say anything about how season 7 was, but can't nobody say that the cast is unforgettable. For them to still be talked about today, good or bad, yeah, they got it. I wish their Beyond the Villa was better. That's why I think season 8 is going to be able to stick a bit more, because I feel like their Beyond the Villa is going to be must-see TV. Simone said, hoping the Carnaya final date is, oh my God, I forgot this is the dates. So are the dates tomorrow or are the dates Sunday? Simone said, I hope the Carnaya final date is either Princess and the Frog or Japan theme, since Anaya wants to go there. I love it. Just John said, if you're blocked, you can comment, but no one, including Nikki, sees them. You can't do super chats, though. It's kind of hard to tell, Lord.
Email me.
Just email or hit me up on Instagram, and I will make sure you are not blocked. Thank you, Osmond. The dates are on Sunday. That's going to be good. Dahlia said, unpopular opinion, I'm not upset about the worthy comment. I would absolutely say that about a man. Prove that you deserve to be my man, not worthy of respect or dignity. Here's the thing with that. You guys got to stop talking about people like they're not human beings, right? Like, nobody has to prove themselves worthy of you. I think this whole thing about people saying, I'm the prize, I'm this or whatever. I think if people are just kind and just good, that should be it. But when you say things like, you have to prove to me that you're worthy of my presence, it's in a way that you're speaking about somebody as if they are beneath you and they have to come up to some certain kind of level. And I think that way of speech, that way of talking about each other has really poisoned relationships, especially the dating pool. Because it's like, you got to prove to me that you're this, you got to prove to me that you're that. It can't it just you just be like good people? Can it just do that? You don't. I don't know. I understand where it's coming from. I just think the phrasing of it is off-putting. I think the season 8 is going to eat too. Chocolate sooner. I think. I don't feel like you have to, though. I maybe say people who really are the prize don't say that they are. I don't feel like you. I don't know. I just feel like the wording now within the dating pool. What do you bring to the table? Prove to me that you're worthy. Can y'all start off with just liking each other? Why are we? I just don't know why there's so many other things that are being brought into the relationship before you even know if you like each other. What is all of that? I like a Carlin and Aya situation where these two people just were it for each other. And it was no, you got to prove to me this, you got to prove to me that. The action showed it. The action showed that you're a good person and it's just working and you're growing. Dating should be fun if it's the right person. It should feel healthy. You should have butterflies. You should not be annoyed. You should not be fighting. It should be good. It should be good. K235 said, Casey is also the same guy who said that the badder the girl, the more the stress. These Casa girls has given what the Villa girls should be giving us all along. Kisses and sexual exploration. 23. Set a 23-year-old college athlete. Former college athlete. Sapphire said, if Love Island knows what's good for them, they would make Carnaya date Brand. Oh, I do think her date is going to be princess coded. And I'm just like, if there's a vote after those dates, ciao. Cameron said, I'm ready. Oh, it is a vote after the dates. I'm ready for Love After Lockup. Love Island is worse than the NBA Finals at this point. KC and TT in 5. It got a little rough, but Love Island always does at some point.
Cameron, Love After Lockup is hilarious.
We're back. Be yourself said, I don't think Casey's a bad person. Agreed. He just doesn't express himself very well, and he didn't make really good choices.
And
you can't come into a woman's space and bash women. Just not gonna work out for you. Because you also want this fan base to be the one that supports you on your next endeavors. You just really make it hard for yourself outside of the villa. K235 said those men are only going to support you as long as you say terrible things about women.
Yeah, I think he hooked up with TT. I think that's his speed.
I think so too. I listen. Here's the thing: Karnaya and TT and Casey, they work. Yeah. Those are the people they are supposed to be with. Yeah. You see how they're all calm now because they're in the right place. K235 said men are definitely allowed to have standards just like women, but to publicly utter that kind of statement in today's climate is concerning. And it's the way you speak about another person. That's the thing.
Listen.
Like, prove yourself worthy to. It's just that really that red pill trad wife nonsense. And it's just like, guys, especially as Black people, it's just slavery rebranded. Why would you want that?
And now you say, is this a bad girls club? Like, what is this show? And they had to fix it. They said everybody home.
I think production is about to be like, everybody's going to go home.
No, they say everybody just stop it right here. This is not the bad club. We're not going to have that kind of production.
Give Me Shelter said there was another creator that said something important, which is no one is entitled to like you. I think a lot of people, including young and older adults, forget that. I would agree.
I Give Me Shelter.
Evangeline said, if anything else, I genuinely like the girls. I hope they remain good friends. Of course. It's a show for girls. They should be the stars, and they should be why everybody is watching. Summer should be fun. Yes, I am 50. Summer. Oh, the last vote is tomorrow. Yeah, I don't know, guys. If she gets the princess date, I don't know. K235 said, to me, that sounds like he feels entitled to have sexual access to a woman and like he believes that better the prize. That mindset comes from somewhere and does not just go away, but hope he proves us wrong. I agree. I'm going to end with my super chats, and my final super chat of the night is from Nala. Nala said, wait, a birthday song for me? Y'all are so sweet. You deserve. Thank you so much, Nikki. Love the Star family, and we love you too. Yep. Thank you all so much for joining me. Thank you for stopping by. I say this all the time because I mean it. There's so many people you can choose from, but you choose to stop by here and to see me. And I absolutely and Mama Star. And I absolutely do appreciate you all. Please make sure you like the video, share the video, hype the video. If you care to. And thank you for joining me. For those who agree and disagree with me, I do not have a problem with that. I'm just thankful that we can have a fun chat about what should be a fun show. I love you all, and I will see you all tomorrow for the elimination. My God, today, y'all. My stomach's